Hello. Why hello there everyone. Welcome to stream today.
Hey Stinky!
Aren't you streaming a Coblin? Hi. Your internet's dead. Oh no. You're not you using the mobile data. Oh no. How are you supposed to do your gacha with no internet?
Objection!
Oh. Hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone's day been? One Rowlet added to the list. Thanks to Brian, so we'll have a Luigi one. And I'm gonna assume Brian wants it in green. Which is funny, because I was complaining about there being no green Rowlets, and then now we have 3 green Rowlets for this month. I wanted to play Nikki. Mostly unproductive. How about me? I woke up like 2 hours ago, so like hella unproductive for me too. Yes, if anybody's wondering, yes, my sleep schedule is off the rails once more. Nobody is surprised, but you know, I would just like everybody to know. But we're back with more Ace Attorney investigations. Had to drive, so it was something else? Were you forced to drive or was it like for like a test or something? When did you get your license? Oh, do you just have a learner's permit? I have strawberries here with me just so that I won't go hungry like I did yesterday. I don't know if I'm gonna eat it yet. More like to practice. Oh, okay. I should be practicing, but you know, who cares? Anyways, we just finished case 3, which was, oh boy, what a doozy. So we're gonna continue on to case 4 now. We're gonna see what happens in case 4. Turnabout Forsaken. That sounds so ominous. Oh. The committee is gathered to decide if the goddess to pass fair and frank judgment. This sounds more and more like a cult. Look at him standing there. The purpose of this hearing is to assess the professional contempt of Miles Edgeworth. Oh. Are you? Oh! Why are you wearing that raincoat? No! Oh no, Kay's gonna— What? What? Somebody push her out of the building! Excuse me! That looks like the building the white Shinsengumi works in Gintama. Okay, there's my one Gintama reference out of the way. What happened there? I'm gonna bet that she's fine and that she's somehow being suspected for some crime. Will you please stop pacing, detective? You're kicking up dust. Oh, he mad. But I swept the floor 3 times already. Then sweep it a 4th. They're gonna take your badge, Mr. Edgeworth. How can you stand there cool as a cucumber? How are you always so cool, Miles Edgeworth? We don't know for certain that they will. Well, it sure seems like they mean to. Judge Gavale pretty much spelled it out. Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat. Oh, yeah. And then she's like, the committee will have your badge, blah, blah, blah. This is definitely not a cult that we are. No doubt you'll be called to appear before the committee in due course. She said that I'll be called to appear before the committee, nothing more. Well, I don't care. I won't stand for it. What if we never get to work together again? Oh, gumshoe! I would never leave you. I'd have thought you would welcome the prospect, detective. After all, it would mean you could work with someone less problematic. Not Edgeworth calling himself. Oh, he knows. He knows that he's problematic. But don't say that, sir. You're never gonna get cancelled. I never heard anyone except that stupid committee say you're problematic. The more I think about it, the more I find this community like legit. Like, what's their problem? What's their issue? You're not just looking for an excuse, are you? To become a defense attorney, I mean. Because I won't let you. You're Prosecutor Miles Edward. Prosecutor, you hear? To become a defense attorney, huh? The circumstances of my father's death set me on the path to becoming a prosecutor. But I'd only been interested in law to begin with thanks to my father as well. And his work as a defense attorney. Are you gonna keep fighting crime as a prosecutor or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you. Only only you can answer. Yeah, Edgeworth is making the decision. Are you listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I said I want you to let you do this. Gumshoe's probably like on the floor, grabbing onto his legs. It's like, don't leave me, sir, don't leave. Really, detective, there's no need to be so dramatic. Oh, who's dramatic now, Edgeworth? Who knows? The next prosecutor you work with might be a little more lenient with your salary assessments. Huh, really? So, no more instant noodles? Not him giving up, Gumshoe! I mean, no, what are you saying, sir? I don't care about any of that stuff. Who cares if I make only $2 an hour? But you thought about it, didn't you? If only for a moment. We're busy in here, come back later. Who the hell is this? Hey there, is the prosecutor in? A prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Look, pal, what part of we're busy don't you get? Wait outside and I'll be with you in a bit. God, you're so rude, aren't you? Oh, that's not good. Your face is as red as a tomato. Red face, gritted teeth. Let's see. You said we were busy. Wait, that's it. Stomach cramps, right? She's so real. No need to worry. It's nothing injection can't cure. You roll up your sleeve for me. It won't hurt much. You're the #1 simp. No thanks, pal. I'm healthy as can be. And who might you be? Oh, sorry. I totally forgot to introduce myself. My name's Needler. Florence. Oh, I get it. Needler. Okay. Florence. Okay. Good to see you. I'm a nurse at Hertz Hospital. Well, nobody here is hurt, so are you sure you have the right room? Yeah. You're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? Wow, those are some deep furrows in your brow. Are you feeling alright? Suffering from severe headache? I could give you an injection that'll... Girl, she's just old. I'll be fine, thank you. Could you please just tell us what you're doing here? Huh? Oh, sure. Well, it's like this. I brought somebody to see you. Wait right there. I'll go grab her. Is this fucking Kay? Oh, wait. Oh, no. She better be okay. Too late. I wonder who she brought along. She's here from the hospital. Maybe it's a patient. Someone you cut down to side with your trademark rapier with. And what exactly is that supposed to mean? Edgeworth can use a sword? See? That right there, sir. When you glare at me like that, I lose the will to live. Oh, Gumshoe. You don't want to send me to the hospital, do you? Surely he's exaggerating. After all, that's the look I always give him, and nothing's happened so far. Edgeworth, why do you think he has stomach cramps all the time? Oh my god, it is Kay! No way! Okay, we have to kill a bitch. I'm so sorry. We're here to commit murder today. Sorry to keep you fellas waiting. Well, thoughts? Did she lose her fucking memory? Oh wow. We're in a soap opera drama. Thoughts on what? You don't recognize me? There's something about her, something familiar. This had your name on it. Oh, she did lose her memory. Oh no! Oh! Okay, we need to... Fellas. We need to go commit a murder. So I thought, just maybe. So don't be ridiculous, detective. Oh my god, wait, Goshu thought he had a... Wait, Goshu thought... Okay, I don't know if people picked up on that, but Goshu thought it was Edgeworth's, like, daughter that he had somewhere out there. But look, sir, your name's right there on the card. Public Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, plain as day. Be that as it may. I'm sorry, What she's trying to say is she has amnesia. Amnesia? Say it like it's a bad thing? No, I'm just saying, like, it's funny that Gumshoe assumed Edgeworth got somebody pregnant and had a child somewhere. Yes, at least that's what they tell me. Her parents would be so worried about her. Ooh, I don't know about that. I bet they've only been getting around 8 hours of sleep each night. You gotta feel for them. Only 8 hours? I thought that was normal. Do I though? Because that's quite a lot of sleep if you ask me. Yeah, Edgeworth only gets like 2 hours sleep every day. Oh, I meant the killing someone part. Oh, yeah. No. Definitely justified in this case. Whoa, tough break, but don't you worry, alright? Since you had this card, that means you really must know Mr. Edgeworth somehow. So just sit back and we'll take it from here, right, sir? At the very least, we might be able to help you figure out your identity. Really? Will you? We're gonna come down to what you remember, but yes. Okay, I just want to say, if she really did get pushed off of that tall building, like, honestly kind of surprised she survived. No, that's the Mr. Edgeworth I know. Don't worry, miss. You're good as healed. I really don't recognize her. That's what I'm saying, guys. Who else has black hair and green eyes? Guys! Let's not get carried away here, detective. I'm a prosecutor, remember, not a miracle worker. Where do we even start? So, do you remember your name, miss? Oh, I'm sorry. She's been like this since she came in yesterday. So she's only been in the hospital for a day. And already she can walk around? What? Oh my god, she's not human. She doesn't even wear a mask usually. Yeah. How did you figure that out so fast? How can one person be so emotionally draining? God, Edgeworth's so struggling with woman once again. Nobody's surprised. They found her wandering around late last night and brought her in. I wanted to help out, so I went through her stuff to see what I could find. And did you find anything apart from my business card? Nothing with her name or home address. Oh, wait a second. Oh. She was wearing this. It's a pretty unique design, right? Yeah. Oh, this pin. What the heck? That's the Yatagrasu pin. Does that mean? But it can't be. Okay, is it really you? Okay. Oh my god, no! Not even her voice. Yeah, like this is crazy that they recognized her off of this pin. It's you, isn't it, Kay? I'm Kay. Come on, Kay, you really don't remember? Look, it's me, Gummy. That's what you always call me. Gummy? But you're an adult. That's so rude. I don't really call you that, do I? I'm so sorry. I can't believe it. I feel so guilty now. What the heck happened to you? I've never seen you so polite. Being polite and sensitive is just not... Where's the Kay I know? You're nothing like her. Yeah, the Kay I know is rude. Rude as hell. Careful, detective. We wouldn't want her to get the wrong impression. You make it sound as if Cave isn't normally a polite or sensitive soul. Not that he's wrong, but... God, they're so annoying. I love them. So what kind of person was I before? Well, first of all, your full name is Kay Faraday. You're bright and fun and full of energy. And oh yeah, you're a great thief. A great thief? There's a little more to it than that, but yes. Thieves generally steal other people's valuables from their dressers or vaults. Steal? But that must be so awful for the people I took things from. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was a criminal. Maybe I lost my memory as some sort of punishment. No, that's not what I meant at all. I don't think that did her much good, sir. God, none of these two know how to comfort women. It sure explains one thing. Look at these gloves. They're just the kind of person like that would wear. Hey, that outfit. It's what she was wearing when they found her. We had to get her to change out of it and put on hospital clothes, so that's why I have it. Wait, what of her injuries? You're saying she wasn't injured? But what about the bandages? There's something on this part here. Could it have something to do with how Kay lost her memory? I'll send the outfit over to Forensic later to see what they can figure out. Please do, detective. Boy, they really are some thiefy clothes, huh? I don't trust this needler woman. I'm a criminal. You may be a great thief, but you've never committed a crime in your life. Might be just me overthinking, but would someone impersonating her? Could be. I mean, that's happened before in Ace Attorney, so like, it's not completely out of the picture. Rest assured, you are no criminal. If you say so. Perhaps we better leave it there for now. Oh my god, it's fucking Cecilia Yu again. I'm sorry, I wish I could remember who you are. How do we know each other exactly? Well, that is... Yeah, so like, I'm kind of your dad, but like, not really. I feel like Edgeworth wanted to make her forget about the hair thief side, but couldn't bring himself to. But I mean, like, I think Edgeworth knows that she's never gonna do anything bad. Like, she's never actually gonna be like a real thief. He's just annoyed at her antics. You're a prosecutor, Edgeworth's assistant. I am, so a prosecutor is the head of some sort of great thief network then. No, not quite. We last saw Kay 2 days ago. Perhaps we should try to figure out what she's been doing since then. Was the pin the only item on her person when you received her? Nurse. There were a few other things, but I doubt any of it will be much use to you. I'll be the judge of that. Could you please show them to me? Well, alright then. In no particular order, I present... a Gambit ninja mask? Was she at a show or something? A letter and it's addressed to Kay. A ticket stub, and finally... Don't tell me that building is just called Big Building. I swear to God, this game! I can't do this! Ticket stub, finally. A fake flower, the kind people like to spruce up their bathrooms with too. It's a corsage detective. Usually they're worn by women. And that's that, so anything useful in there? Kinda hard to tell. Frankly, I'm not really seeing a connection between any of them. I should take a closer look at each piece later when I have the chance. Okay. Mask modeled on Gambit Ninja's face, made of cheap plastic. Letter K was carrying was addressed to her. Ticket granting entry to the viewing platform on top of the big building. God, what if they named every building by their description? Oh, look over there, that's blue building. God, this is so funny. Okay, well, let's go through each of this. Okay. Nothing special about the pin. What about the mask? Can't I say what does the letter say? Dear Kay, don't worry. I'll make sure you get your precious thing back. Rosie. Okay, highly suspicious. Big building viewing platform entry ticket. Non-refundable student. $6. Kay goes to school? Okay, 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m. Non-refundable. Magenta flower made of fabric that is usually worn on chests as a decoration, also known as a corsage. Okay, right. This is bad. How would he get Kay's memories back? We can't let her stay like this forever. Come down, detective. I have an idea. You do? I knew you'd come to the rescue, sir. So, what is it? Look closely at the ticket stub. Oh, it's for the viewing platform at the top of the big building. Which building? You know, the big one. You know the place? Everybody knows this, silly. It's the hottest date spot in town. Date? They say that if a couple holds hands while they're up there, they stay together forever. Edgeworth, call Phoenix right now. This is at yesterday's date, and the ticket is only valid on the date specified. Plus, it's a stub. That means she used it, right? I think it's a distinct possibility. Well, shall we go see what we can find? Now? Just like that? Well, the only way to figure out how Kay lost her memory is to retrace her steps. What about your thing with the committee? It's not for a little while yet. We have time. Great, so can I leave Kay with you? That would be for the best, but you don't mind, do you, Kay? Oh, of course not. Thank you. Alrighty then, back to work I go. If you need anything, feel free to give me a holler at Hertz Hospital. Okay, I can come running with a syringe or 3, wherever you might happen to be. Yes, thank you. I doubt we'll be needing that particular service. Now then, detective, shall we get going? You too, Kay? Yes, sir. Yes, of course. I miss my girl. She needs to come back to us right now. The big building plaza. So according to this pamphlet, the big building is 50 stories high. There's no way she fell. Cause how would she be alive? It's all offices inside, so the viewing platforms up top is the only part that's open to the public. Here, this one's for you, sir. They were handing them out for free in the ticket area. Very kind of you, detective. Hey? Cross section of the building, plan of the viewing platform. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. She's built different. She's actually a bird. She flew halfway down. Okay, blue, big building cross section. That's the viewing platform. Ooh. There's a tree and something up top. This is this what the top? Okay, this is what the platform looks like. Stand a tree. Okay. Look out! The big building, it's about to fall! Huh? What? We gotta do something! It's all a very convoluted April Fool's prank. I mean, it's April 4th, so... No, please, I'm begging you, stop. Who the hell is this kid? Wait a second, wasn't this kid at the gallery? At the museum? Whatever, the art gallery from the last case? It's no good without fresh milk. My thoughts just aren't getting through to him. What's happening here? What's going on with the building? Just come and talk to me, kid. Oh, they're filming a movie. Cut. I'm so sorry, we're shooting a movie. So could you, Oh, yes, I thought as much. Forgive our intrusion. We'll get out of your way. Oh, sorry, you really had me there for a second. Yeah, whatevers. Hey, the director guy, can we take 5? I can't work under these conditions. Who the hell is this kid? I'm so sorry. Oh, gosh. So they stopped the building from falling down. That's good. I wish we had time to explain, but maybe later. Come along, you two. Let's make ourselves scarce. This kid was at the fucking art gallery from the last case. Earlier, like in the beginning. And then he was gone. Big building viewing platform. Oh, it's very nice up here. Get a load of that view. Feel the sun on your face. The wind is very strong up here. That's okay. You just hand behind me over to Edgeworth over here. Both more than big enough to keep the breeze away. Oh, that's so cute, Gumshoe. Speak for yourself. Yeah, Edgeworth is scared of the wind too. You gotta stand. Both of you have to stand behind Gumshoe. Well, okay. Does this place bring back any memories? I'm not sure. Have I really been here before? Perhaps simply encouraging her to talk will help. Kay, please. Any thoughts or feelings that come to mind might be a clue we can use. Alright, I don't know if this will be of any help, but... Oh, we're already doing this? Okay. I still can't be sure if I've ever even been here before. It's so high up and the wind is so strong. It's terrifying. Don't remember. I just don't remember anything. It's no good. I'm so sorry. No dice, huh? I'm sorry. I feel so useless. Goshu forgot that Edgeworth's broad shoulders are a facade. Edgeworth is a very delicate being. We need to shield him from all weather. I know I'm supposed to have all these memories, but I just can't remember. You have amnesia, Kay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Listen, sir, maybe just this once, try not to be so intimidating, okay? Or at the very least, don't use your trademark glare on her. Nobody asked for your opinion, detective. These people don't understand that that's just his default face. He can't help it. He's just old.
Hold it.
Well, this ticket stub says otherwise, but I don't remember. I don't remember coming here. Can't even imagine wanting to come here. Her being scared of it is kind of a clue, I think. because she fell off from here, so she's scared. Okay, I used to love places like this though. But am I really her? I feel dizzy just taking a look around. I don't even think anyone should be allowed up here. What if an old person fell, or a child? Doesn't bear thinking about. Yeah, an old person like you, Mr. Edgeworth. There's a fence all around us and it's plenty high. There's really no need to worry. If you say so. Yeah, she's fallen down before.
Hold it.
Nothing is coming to mind then. Just take a look around. Do you recognize anything? Let's see. Oh, cherry blossoms. Go on. I was standing under the cherry tree. Yes, I was trying to stay out of the rain. It was raining. I remember now. And there was a red something. So it was raining. She was underneath the cherry tree. She's something red from where she stood, but what? Was it something I said? No, but if you could add that to your testimony, we can explore it further. Fucking stop calling this a testimony, Edgeworth. She's traumatized.
Hold it.
There's something red. Can you tell me any more about it? Hang on, let me blow my nose real quick. Alright. I'm not sure. It was just a red thing. That's all I can say. He only has Prosecutor brain. He can't turn it off. What can we see nearby that's red? Edgeworth, you're the only red thing I see currently. Well, except for those roses. Was it the concession stand over there, perhaps? A stand. A red concession stand. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Somebody was walking towards me from beyond it. And then what happened? He also has the Wii brain. He only thinks about the Steel Samurai, Phoenix Wright, and then the law. The prosecutor brain. Yeah. Then, I'm sorry. That's alright. If you could just add what you've told us to your testimony. What a way to come. Imagine somebody has amnesia and then you're trying to help her remember something. And you're like, please give me testimony. I love Edgeworth. Okay.
Hold it.
The standing question is the one behind you, correct? That's right. I remember the red color and the person walking towards me from beyond it. I saw it all from under the tree. Tell me something. This person you keep mentioning, could you not see their face? Did you simply not know who they were? I'm sorry, I'm just not sure. So all we have to go on is a person walking towards her from beyond the concession stand. And the fact that she saw this from beneath the cherry tree. I don't know who it could be. Is it a new character or somebody we already know?
Hold it.
It doesn't have to be related to how you lost your memory, but if anything floats up at all, just say it. Really? Well, let's see. Oh, the cotton candy from that stand there. I don't know why, but it just came to me. If you're hungry, you only have to say. You want cotton candy? You got it. My treat. Gumshoe. Aww. With your what? Your treat? With your 5 cents in your pocket? Aww. Thank you. It would make my day. I have to get something out of her somehow. Maybe I pressed her a little. I can shake something loose. Wait, what a way to put it. Press her a little, shake something loose. I guess? Do we present the mask? Maybe they were wearing the mask? Were they... Oh, is it the... Oh, I think it's the mask.
Objection.
That's not it. Is it a letter? Could it be... Oh, do we mean to say that maybe it was Rosie? This Rosie person?
Objection.
What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do? She's not even like what? Oh, she's not even lying to us. She just doesn't remember. Oh my god, remember when I was saying we would be horrible witnesses because our memory sucks? Yeah, us. Oh wait, she said from beyond the concession. It couldn't have come beyond, cause there's nothing beyond the stand. Oh, I see. I get it. We're already struggling today. Can you guys tell I'm not, my brain not working, no thinking today.
Objection!
There we go. I'm gonna warm up the brace though. You say that you saw someone over there beyond the stand and they were walking towards you? Yeah, I can see them getting closer. Are you sure it wasn't a ghost? No, it was a person, I'm sure of it. But from where you were standing, anyone you saw on the other side of the concession stand would have been floating in midair, hundreds of feet above the ground. So how on earth could it have been a person? I'm not lying, I promise. Somebody read the stand. Oh no. Edgeworth! Back off, Edgeworth. Oh my god, she's traumatized. They were walking towards me, getting closer and closer. And then KK, what's the matter? You're alright, we're here. Whatever it is, it can't hurt you. I was pushed and I fell by a person. Yes, a red rain. Oh my god, a red raincoat again. Is it the killer? It can't be the killer. Person in a red raincoat who could walk on air. And who supposedly pushed her off the building. Why are they not more concerned about the fact that she survived a 50-floor fall? None of this makes any sense, not the least of which nobody could fall from this height and survive. Okay, yeah, thank you, Edgewood. Kay remembers a person coming from beyond the concession stand and pushing her off the building. Oh, why is there a police officer here? Attention everyone, please stay right where you are. What's wrong, officer? I'm Detective Gumshoe. Mind filling me in? Yes, sir. A body has been Oh, and then they're gonna suspect Kay. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. A body? Whose body exactly? Not sure. We're still working on it, but what we do know is that the victim is a young woman. Oh my god, what if it's Rosie? And that her name is Kay. Hello? Huh? What's going on here? What's happening? What the blazing? What the hell? What? There is an imposter. But the imposter died probably because there's no way they're gonna kill the real Kay. That was really short first part. That ain't Kay. That's not Kay. It's turning up strong. Wait, this room. Oh my god, this is the fucking council meeting. Committee meeting, whatever. Officer, isn't this? Yes, sir. This is a trial chamber of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Oh, of course it's here. Of course. What are the odds? What are the odds? So it's here now? I knew they moved out of the prosecutor's building, but I know the idea they'd come here. Yeah, what a, like, you know, what a coinky dink. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth and Kay too. Yeah, how convenient. What was the update? Oh, it was right under the viewing platform? Okay, wow, that's definitely interesting. Who the hell is this old lady? Why are they holding hands? How are you doing? Is Kay feeling any better? We heard there was some kind of incident. I'm sorry, but who might this be? This is my grandma. Hold on one sec. Name's Hilda, her Sonny. And who the heck might you be? It's a pleasure to meet you. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service. Nurse Needler, your grandmother's name Hertz, is she? Yep, she's the director of Hertz Hospital. This old woman is the head of a... What were you gonna call her, Edward? She's keeping her steady. Don't you old fogey me, you dang reprobate. What? How did she do that? Boomer versus boomer violence. Whoa, sounds like you're kind of a big deal, man. Oh, that's not... not wrong. Not wrong at all. Oh, him? He's the one looking after the girl, the one with amnesia. It seems Dr. Hertz is a bit of an introvert. Want me to fix those brow furrows of yours, Sonny? I bet on Grandma. You think Grandma killed her? Oh, there's no fixing those, ma'ams. They're downright incurable. Yeah, it's just part of his face because he's old. Like you, ma'am. You sure you want me to say that, Grandma? Well, alright then. Now, I don't got a dang thing more to say to none of ya. You go on about your business, ya hear? As long as that business don't involve messing with the deceased body, I got work to do. Wait, please, I bet we're gonna have to play mind chess with the old lady later. Not a dang thing, I tell ya. Hey, you can't talk to us like that. What gives you the right, huh, pal? Hello? Oh, didn't I mention Grandma's also a coroner? Did she just slap her grandma on that fucking head? She's in charge of this case, which means ouch. Which means exactly that. You mean exactly what? How am I supposed to know? She said it, not me. God, what is this? These are they a unit? Will they always appear together? Huh? It's like I'm trapped in a comedy routine I can't escape. Oh, it's that sound effect again. I haven't heard that in a while. I love them. Well, we got a body to be looking at. Catch you later, gang, and take care. Interesting. What the heck is their deal? What does it matter? As long as we have permission to investigate. What does it matter? It matters a bunch, sir. What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth? Examine the scene of the crime, of course. What kind of prosecutor would I be if I didn't? There's Edgeworth inserting himself into a case he doesn't even belong on again. Alright, let's get to work. Person over there is called K, right? Surely that means I can't be the K you know. That's what we're looking to figure out, but don't worry. You're the K we know, I'm certain of it. Thanks! K who lost her memory and a victim who shares her name. Both meeting their respective fates here at the big building. No doubt this kiss will be the key to restoring our K's memories. I'd stake my life on it. Okay, while we're jumping in, I don't see the woman, the lady, the judge lady near us, or Eustace. So we gotta get as much we can right now before they show up. Oh my god, that's a huge blood pool right here. An enormous semicircular desk with seating for 11. It almost reminds me of certain Okay. This fucking table makes no sense. Wait, let me finish this text first before I say. I know the one, sir. The Knights of the Brown Table, right? Oops. Guess that wasn't it. The Youth of the Brown Table? Knives of the Brown Stable? Further and further from the mark, but I'll refrain from rubbing his nose in. Okay, see. How are you supposed to get in there? The chairs are all connected. You can't pull them back one by one. Imagine having your seat being here and you have to like... What if you have to use the bathroom? This is the worst design I've ever seen. The committee needs a new designer. Gotta scoot. Things had gone as they were meant to be, I'd be standing at this podium right now. Yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm glad the hearing got delayed, but I wish it wasn't because someone died. Although it would have been that much harder to investigate how my badge had been taken away. The best thing I could do right now for all parties involved is to get to the truth behind this incident. Yeah, that would be easier said than done, Edgeworth. That's a lot of books, sir. It's kind of intimidating if you ask me. Intimidating? What could be more welcoming than a good book, detective? You go over them. Just climb over the back. Guess that depends. I got the chewing out of my life in the library back in the day for running laps inside it. This isn't really a library, is it? So maybe I can jog around a little, work up some of the anxiety? Something tells me if I don't stop, that he might really just start running around and around. Oh my god, he's like a big dog. I love Gumshoe. Nice, neatly arranged bookshelves stretching off into the distance. Quite a pleasing sight, don't you think? Sure is. There's not a speck of dust on any of them. Reminds me of my special method for cleaning your office, sir. Sweep, then vacuum, then wipe it all down twice, and then goes all the floor wax, and then... Only you approach your actual job with the same level of rigor. And who the hell is making him clean your office, huh, Edward? I thought it was you! What if making Gumshoe clean his office like a maid? Oh... Statue of the Goddess of Justice. Yeah, just step all over that blood, sir. No worries. You sure know your stuff, sir. So does she dole out blessings or what? She's not that kind of goddess, detective. She's a symbol of the sanctity of the law. The scales represent justice, the sword retribution, and the blindfold shows her impartiality. Gumshoe in a maid dress, though, he would look good in it. Judge him for cleaning it. Oh, here's the blood. Okay. There's a pool of blood here at the foot of the statue. Judging by the amount and how it was spread, I'd say this is where the victim was killed. But the body's on that table behind us, sir. How come? Only surmise the killer must have moved it for some reason after committing the murder. How to make a statement? Oh wait, that was not repeated. Okay, hang on. What's the one big statue? What's it even for? The goddess statue stands in judgment over the company's proceedings against corrupt prosecutors. They're not doing their job. And if I'm not very much mistaken, it's a Paul Halik original. You mean the victim from the IS-7 incident, Mr. Artie Frost? No matter how murky his name or morals were, there's no denying his skill. This is a genuine work of art. What are the chances? I heard someplace that a lot of good artists are either geniuses or eccentrics. Which do you think he was? I don't know about Halik, but Larry is definitely an eccentric. Okay. Can't be easy reading books that size or lifting them for that matter. The committee only just moved. It must have been quite the undertaking. Hauling stuff around is kind of my forte. They should have given me a call. Well, if we want to run into the chairman, I'll be sure to ask if there's more heavy lifting to be done. I was joking, sir. I can't be carrying stuff up 50 flights of stairs. I have a real job to do. What do you mean this building doesn't have elevator? This 50-story building doesn't have an elevator? There's no way. Oh, why were you... Oh, there is an elevator. Gumshoe just doesn't think there is an... Wait, don't tell me earlier he walked all the way up this building, huh? He probably did. Officer, tell me of the security arrangement for this room. Yes, sir. You need a special key card to enter. Interesting. So, not just anybody can enter. Okay. In which case, the person who discovered the body would have been... Yes, sir. A member of the committee. They found it when they arrived for today's hearing. My hearing. Which would be underway right now if it wasn't for this. Sorry, Neutral. Oh. Ah! 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 Oh my god! I've never been so glad to see another woman in my life. What's that, Grandma? I know that voice anywhere. That's Von Karma's little girl. This old lady knew Von Karma? Oh, so you two know each other? It has been too long, Grandma Hertz. And you as well, Miles Edgeworth. What is she doing here? Franziska Von Karma. She is the daughter of Manfred Von Karma and a prosecutor like myself. These days, she's mainly been working with Interpol, though I thought she was supposed to be abroad. Don't look so surprised. Where my investigations lead, I follow, no matter where in the world that might be. Oh my god, is this related to the smuggling ring? Which means that there must be some kind of international angle to this case, yes. She came to laugh at Edward for the period. Oh no, you 100% she did. You know full well that I've been pursuing a certain smuggling ring. And that I won't rest until it's been destroyed and its ill-gotten goods recovered. So the smuggling ring is involved then. That information is to be shared on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. I see she needs to be as helpful as ever. Miss Von Karma, was it? Grandma wants to tell you something. I'm about done here. Scene's all yours. In that case, we'd like to examine the body ourselves too, if you wouldn't mind. I mind plenty. I remember where I heard about you now, you dang varmint. Don't need no soon-to-be ex-prosecutor messing the place up. Go on, get. Just remember it's not me saying this stuff, okay? Please, Granny, it's important. Who are you calling a grand little missy? I'm so sorry. It's going nowhere. I didn't want to have to do this, but... Francisca, I need you to add us to this investigation. We have to see that body up close, or we'll never learn the truth about what happened to Kay. As in, Kay Faraday. Please, you gotta help us out here. Kay needs us. I don't know what you're up to, but very... Oh my god, this is why I love her! She's the GOAT! Thank you, you won't regret it. Of course, I expect to receive a full explanation when I grill you later. We owe you, sir, big time. I wasn't talking to you, Scruffy! Ah, I missed the Scruffy! Okay, he's into that. Well, Grandma Hurts, will you allow them to examine the body? The only good one, Karma. Real. She will make the name. She will like get rid of the bad what's it called? Vibes the name is attached to. The very violent and angry goat. I ain't about to say no to an international big shot like yourself, hon, but are you sure about this? Yeah, I agree with Grandma. Are you sure you're sure? Of course I'm sure. It's my prerogative to judge the whole world in my name. That's just common sense. The extremely arrogant sort, perhaps. See yourself, but don't say I didn't warn you. Well, you heard her. Try not to get fired, okay? Don't worry. Oh, they dare fire Francisca? Oh, I'll take a lot more than this to ruin my reputation should things turn sour. Unlike me, who's on the verge of losing my badge. Oh, we're back. Okay. Ooh, we get to see the body. Okay, a lot going on. She's the one that has the corsage. Well, one thing's for certain. This isn't Kay. She doesn't even look like her. I think we knew that already, Detective. Our Kay's standing right here overall, after all. And that's definitely not Kay. The victim looks to be in her 30s. She's wearing a white suit. Could she have worked in one of the officers in the building? Perhaps, but for now she remains unidentified. Let's go! Internet's back! Okay, are you gonna go play Infinity Nikki now? Question is, why did the police seem to think her name was Kay? Okay, that's probably why they thought her name was Kay. Wait, promises? Wait, isn't that the promises she wrote for her dad or whatever? Nah. You think this could be the murder weapon? A 3-armed candelabrum. The victim suffered the same number of puncture wounds to the chest. Puncture wounds that could have well been made by these spikes. Candle album? No, no, Detective. A candelabrum. A candle holder, in other words. Oh, I gotcha. That reminds me. I forgot to pay my electricity bill a while back, and I had to live by candlelight for a whole month. Oh, shoot. Nobody asked, but like, okay, thank you for telling me this. Who does that in this day and age? It's more like he couldn't pay his electricity bill, not forgot. 3-armed candle holder that may have been the murder weapon, judging by the wounds to the victim's chest. Was that blood on there? Oh my god, we have already so many evidence. Yeah, that's definitely blood on the tips. The prongs of each arm are covered in blood. The spacing matches that of the wounds in the chest. But this is really the murder weapon. The base is very unique shape. If it were removed from a dusty shelf or something, it would be immediately obvious what happened standing there. Are they not gonna check this shit for fingerprints? It seems she suffered a serious burn to her hand at some point. I think it has something to do with how she died. No, the scar's too old for that. I would imagine it happened some time ago. She's holding something. Detective, could you open her hand for me? Yes, sir, right away. Oh, the key card. Wait, I know. It's a loyalty card, probably from a store. That's not a loyalty gumshoe. It's a key card? Why, sir? Why? The question we should be asking, what does it open? Clearly for the door in this room. She looks familiar. She does look familiar. She looks like Maya Faye's older sister who died a long time ago. There's something pinned to her jacket here. Piece of magenta fabric. Whatever it was, it looks like it was torn off pretty rough. Oh, it's not good that we found that with Kay. Oh, wait. That's not good. That can't be good. Yeah, they're actually gonna accuse her. The victim's hair is caked with blood. Looks like she was hit with something, huh? Fortunately, it's too early to say for certain. Perhaps an answer will turn up as we investigate further. It doesn't look like there's anything in the chest pocket. Nothing except this hole right here. By the look of how the fabric was torn, I think it was pierced by something sharp. You can't keep your coins in there now. They'd all fall out right now. I don't think that's... Okay, Gumshoe. Have you ever heard of a change purse, detective? Sure have, sir. It's another word for a pocket, right? Right, I give up. Kay will be 2 for 2 in game appearances times as she has been accused of a crime. You know, it's only a matter of time. Pure white jacket with a deep red stain on its label. This jacket, the buttons are on the wearer's right-hand side. What's so weird about that? Buttons always go on the right, no? Not on women's clothing. Traditionally, the button would be on the left. How do you know this, Edgeworth? I don't even know this, and I was in fashion design. Like I always say, sir, you sure know your stuff. This is common knowledge, detective. Wait, what do you mean common knowledge? What? Nothing else seems amiss. Wait, what's this in a pocket? A pair of gloves, also white. They don't seem to be soiled in any way. I imagine they must have belonged to the victim. Was she pretending to be a dude? Is that why the jacket thing was relevant? What do you mean it kinda is? This book. What the? That's Kay's promise book. That's where she wrote down all the promises she made to her dad. Haven't seen this in a while. Yeah, that's what I said. Indeed. Kay's promises to daddy. Never take things from a stranger. Never go anywhere with a stranger. Book of vows made by a child to her father. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. What exactly is it doing here? Oh, the fact that she has this is not good too. Oh, I just remember something Detective Bad told me a few years back. He said something precious to Kay had disappeared from the station. What? Evidence was missing from is this from the first game? Detective Bessie looked for it everywhere but no dice. What could this be, and why did it turn up here of all places? Oh, you there, what do you know about this notebook, officer? Victim was holding it when they found her, sir. It's the only thing with any kind of name on it at the time, so that's how she became Kay. Talk about a red herring, still doesn't explain how she ended up with it though. Only we had a few more leads on the victim's true identity. I didn't mean to click it. I wanted to deduce. Wait. Can we talk to anybody? What about Francisca? Does she have anything to say? Yes, what is it? There's a lot she has to say. I'm gonna let her yap a little bit. Murder in the trial chamber of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. This is serious. I did you the favor of allowing to investigate further. I'll be expecting results, and you'll get them. Would I still be here if I didn't think I could deliver? Come to think of it, why were you here in the first place? Oh, so she doesn't know I was summoned before the committee. Oh, do not let her know. She'll never let him forget it. That's a long story, longer than the nighttime and deeper than the sea. How about we save Mr. Edwards some trouble and I'll tell you to my... On second thought, I don't care what you're here. What's important to us is that we solve the case in front of us. Agreed? Wholeheartedly. Wait, but you were the one who asked... What's that saying again? Whip first, think later? But can't you make... It just keeps getting whipped. Can't you make it other way just for me? Okay, so the downside of having Francisca is that poor Gumshoe will constantly be getting getting whipped. But it's okay, he can take it. What are you doing here, Francisca? I thought you were working abroad. Wouldn't you like to know? But that's top secret. I've neither the need nor the obligation to... Oh my god, are we gonna see fucking Agent Lang again? I thought she'd say how much. Anyways, never mind that. What's the prosecutor in charge of... Where's the prosecutor in charge of this case? Not that I know who's been... Oh my god! Wait, I want her to meet Eustace. I need her to meet Eustace. It would be so funny. I was hoping they'd take care of the legwork for me. Yet they haven't even bothered to show up. What in the world could they be doing? Oh, you don't want to know, Francisca. Youch! I'm not the prosecutor's keeper, sir. Hardly fair to whip people who don't deserve it, Francisca. What use is a whip if you don't use it? She has a point. But who better to use it on than anybody who isn't giving 110%? I may not know who's been assigned yet, but I 110% feel for them already. Oh, Eustace. Oh no. I couldn't help but notice that you seem to be acquainted with Dr. Hertz. How very astute of you, Miles Edgeworth. Yes, I know her. Once upon a time, we... Never mind. Doesn't seem keen to talk about it. Perhaps I better leave it for now. What happened, sir? What happened once upon a time? You can't not tell us. Only a foolish fool... Ah, there we go. Only a foolish fool foolishly pries into another person's business. Now hold your tongue, Scruffy, or you'll get more than a mere tongue lashing. A bit late for that. Spare the whip, spoil the child, and whip in time saves 9. Did you go to school, you whipless wonder? I love it when she yaps about nonsense. Yes, it seems that leaving it alone was the right choice after all. Okay, there's some history between her and the old lady. Probably have something to do with her dad. She'll get annoyed at him but won't be able to whip him, surely. Yeah, she'll whip him, but it'll hit Gumshoe instead. It's like in the Pokemon anime, whenever Ash's Gibble uses Draco Meter and it always hits Piplup for no reason. You pesky kids want something? I kinda don't want to talk to her. Probably will have to, but let's save and then we'll deduce the flower thing on the body. Deduce.
Eureka!
Judging by its appearance, I say that the flower Kay was carrying originally belonged to the victim. Yeah, now that you mention it, it does look like it's made out of the same fabric. Oh my god, guys, what if she's Kay's mom? That would suck. Indeed, let's make a closer comparison. The torn edges match up exactly. You've got one heck of an eye, sir. The flower belonged to the victim. This implies a connection between the victim and Kay Faraday. Furthermore, it appears that the flower was torn off with considerable force. Kay Faraday was involved in the incident somehow, and based on what we are seeing here, we may have no choice but to treat her as our main suspect. What? But there's no way she could have done this. Can't even begin to imagine it. There isn't a murderous bone in her body. I sure hope not. I mean, it also won't be the first time when like a victim turned out to be somebody's mom. Like this happened to Maya Faye, I think, or Pearl Faye. One of them, I forgot. Nevertheless, we lack the evidence to disprove such an assertion. For the moment, we're simply considering all the possibilities. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth? For better or worse, yes. Okay, is that it? Room security key card. I would imagine that the victim's keycard probably grants access to this room, wouldn't you? Let me go find out, sir. Oh, hi, hello, excuse me. What do you mean by sus, Cajun? I thought you were the sus one. Anyways, hello, Cajun. Welcome in. How are you doing? They found some details on that keycard in the security system. It's for this room, just like you said. So if the victim was able to enter and exit this chamber freely... Assuming that the keycard actually belonged to her, yes. Indeed. Okay. Okay. Okay, that was it. Not as sus as Brian? That's true. It seems we're no closer to discovering the identity of our victim. Then, am I really Kay? Can you really be sure? Of course we're sure. What are you talking about? Thank you. And that person lying there? Is someone you may have murdered, but that's all we can say for now. No, there's no way she did it. Isn't that right, sir? Indeed, I don't believe the Kay we know could have done something like this. You're becoming a real softie, Miles Edgeworth. Well, look who it is again. Ugh, I know that voice. With a winning smile and the #1 name in business, it is I, Prosecutor, Eustace Winner. Oh my gosh, she's here too. Of course she is. Please forgive the intrusion. Step away from that body, Edgeworth. I didn't call for you. I don't need you. This case is mine. It is what the victim would have wanted. You knew the victim. So it really is her. Be not afraid, everyone, for the gods of justice will guide us to the truth. She sure will. Now that I'm here, everything's gonna be alright. Oh, whoever did this will live to regret it. I'll show them what it... Miles Edgeworth, who was this imbecile? Well, why am I getting the death glare? I've got nothing to do with him. Francisca von Karma, I presume. My apologies. I should have introduced myself sooner. Verity Gavelle at your service. These two better not work together. And the deceased in this case is Rosie Ringer, attorney at law and a member of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Rosie! I'll make sure you get your precious thing back. Oh, she was trying to get the notebook back to Kay, probably. I see. That would explain the key card. So you're the lead prosecutor? Yep, which means this case will be solved in... You didn't tell me your name yet, little boy. He's met his match. If you want to know all you have to... Stop babbling and tell me now. It's Eustace. Eustace Winner. You start crying. I think we've established where the balance of power lies in this particular room. Mr. Guy in charge? Here, this is from Grandma. What's this? Oh, the preliminary findings. Hahaha, looks like it's game over for you, Edgeworth. This isn't a game, Miss Wiener. Alright, that's me done. See you next stiff. Yeah, home time. I could murder a bowl of noodles right about... Oh, noodles. We're out of here, everybody. Stay healthy. God, she's hunched over so much. Just like me. Let's see. So the wound on her head is from when she fell over after she died. Eustace. It was the candle holder that killed her, huh? And she died sometime late last night. What now, Gavelle? Very kind of you to share the coroner's finding with everybody, Eustace. Oh, he was just saying that out loud. Oh my god, thank you so much, Eustace. You aren't useless after all. Everybody say thank you, Eustace. Perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice after all. No, let him yap. No, that would be a tragedy. No. Initial findings. Initial findings of Dr. Hilda Hertz. Cause of death: stab wounds, head injury, sustained post-mortem. Okay. Anyway, that settles it. We need to arrest Kay Faraday. What? What the heck are you talking about? I think Eustace's meaning was very clear. Miss Faraday is the murderer. And though she is dressed differently than usual, this young lady covered in bandages, Miss Faraday herself, correct? I love how nobody cares that she fell from 50 stories. Allegedly. You really mean to arrest her here and now? If you do, then I'll be forced to object loudly and forcefully. And as if further confirmation were needed, there it is. The committee was right to call your conduct into question. It is questionable in extreme. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, just go. It's fine. Fine? This is anything but fine, Kay. I still don't remember anything. So maybe I did do it. Maybe I killed that poor woman. I just don't remember. Goddess smiles on those who confess their sins. It is her wish that our confessions clean. Oh, yeah. Oh, exploit a fucking person who doesn't remember. Oh, my God. She applauds your commitment to the cause of justice, as do I. Judge Gavel, Eustace, if you really intend to arrest Kay, could you at least explain your grounds for doing so? I, for one, certainly don't intend to yield, not until I've seen some evidence to support your accusations. Oh, you know they have evidence. It's the flower in the notebook, Edgeworth. Then allow me, prepare to be hit with a face full of detective genius, Edgeworth. Quick, Francisca, whip him again. They call it the human race because nobody has to win it, and that somebody is me. Oh, no, because somebody has to win it, and that somebody is me. Sorry, I read that wrong. I won this race too. I saw it before anybody else's. Kay Faraday's the murderer, no doubt about it. Is he rhyming? Is he fucking rapping? She snuck into the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark great thieving, which means that nobody but her could have killed Rosie Ringer. Deductive genius, that was a total mess. And if Gumshoe is saying that, you know it must be bad. He's racing himself while everybody is doing something else. Oh my god, he actually is. He's playing the game by himself. I asked you to explain your grounds for arresting Kay, yet you have explained exactly nothing. True, but we haven't seen any proof of her innocence either. It's alright, Kay. Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle somehow. You just gotta believe in him. My deductions aren't acts of divine intervention, you know. Well, Miles Edgeworth, I hate for you to disappoint me, but in events that you do, I will be sure to freely let you know. We've got two women with weapons now. I think this statement is the sus one. These two first statements means nothing. Like, he's just yapping.
Hold it!
Oh, really? What was it that she was trying to steal? Well, a file. A very particular file. One pertaining to your professional conduct, in fact, Mr. Edgeworth. And you can prove that she needed this file badly enough to steal it. Oh, there'll be no need to go into that, will there, Mr. Prosecutor? No, that won't be necessary. What? Please, Mr. Winner, continue. He's not trying to let Francisca know about his conduct thing.
Hold it!
And you have proof that it could only have been Kay who committed the murder? Nope! Then might I suggest you try looking into other possible suspects with all due haste? For that, I believe, would be the winning approach here. The winning approach? Oh my god, he's so easy. He's so easy. According to the reports we received, the police have found no signs of anyone else's involvement. So you're accusing Kay based on that alone. A little tenuous even for you. And suggesting that there are other possible suspects when there clearly aren't, isn't? Only had something that could prove Kay didn't do it. This is obviously a setup, plain and simple. You don't have to. It's alright, Kay. The truth will come out. I promise. I just need you to give me some time. Okay. Kay's incapable of murder. There's no way she killed Miss Ringer, but I have to prove that somehow okay, well, I don't know how to prove it. Hang on, let me just press on his other useless statements.
Hold it.
There are two major flaws with the statement you just made. Flaws? In a statement of mine? I don't make mistakes. It's literally impossible. And that's a third flaw right there. You're just trying to confuse me. It's a cheap tactic even for you. Well, it won't work because I'm the world champion of not getting confused, so there. You know, I think if they just bought like a fake plastic trophy, gave it to him and say, oh, you won! And then he would just go home.
Hold it.
Would you mind explaining the grounds of your accusation in a little more detail? Well, if you insist, prepare to be mad, Edward. I figured it all out before anybody else even had the chance. Before I even saw the scene. No, before I even heard about the case. I knew it right away. She did it. She's the murderer. It can't be anybody else. Let him know, you, Francisca. Your grounds. Yes, sorry. I actually don't know. What am I supposed to press on here? Hang on. I think this is the statement. Save for now. Let's see. Nobody but her could have killed it. We have to prove that there was somebody else that could have done it. The key card, I guess? But if it's the key card, I think this statement is sus because she can't go in here without the key card.
Objection!
Oh, that was right. Oh my god, thank god I listened to my gut. Are you familiar with this room, Mr. Wiener? It certainly sounds like you are. What can I say? Winners know where winners go. I'm number 1 and 2 and 3. In other words, the majority of your work is second, if not third rate. Why do you always have to make fun of me? It's just that easy to make fun of useless, okay? We all mean it affectionately. You can take it as a slight if you wish, but the fact remains that you seem unfamiliar with this key card. What do you take me for? Of course I'm familiar with it. You need one of those to get in here. Don't you? Have you no shame? Mr. Wiener, do you really even suspect Kay? Of course I do. She did it. Faraday's the killer. Then perhaps you can tell us how Kay got into such a secure room as this without a key card. Well, she, you know, there was the, yeah, and a masterful summary. Now, as we know, only members of the committee have key cards, therefore only they can enter. Precisely. Why is she agreeing with me? Please take a look at this. I had security pull the data earlier. Oh, somebody used it. Somebody came in here before. Wait. As you can see, the door to his room was opened at 12:52 a.m. with Mr. Ringer's keycard. Cannot know for certain, of course, but who's to say the culprit didn't enter the room with Mr. Ringer? That's true. And then kill her over some sort of subsequent disagreement. It's certainly a plausible theory, but that's all it is. It's just a game theory. For one, it would require the victim and her murderer to have known one another. Uh-oh, no, they know each other because of this letter. Oh no. Stop. Cease this line of... Cease. Go, Edgeworth, go back. Go back. Kay didn't know the woman, I'm sure of it. How can you be possibly sure of a thing? That's pure speculation on your part, detective. There is no place for guesswork in a courtroom at a crime scene. Or at a crime scene, hard evidence is what's required. In that case, are you suggesting that you have said hard evidence to support your theory? Evidence that Kay Faraday and Rosie Ringer knew one another? But of course. What? I have here a letter. Wait a second, why is that stained with... Oh, that's the letter from Kay to Rosie. Okay. Dr. Hertz found it in the victim's chest pocket. Another of the victim's possessions, and you kept this to yourself until now. You planned for this, didn't you? Is that why? It was the candle holder that killed her, huh? She died sometime late last night. Okay. And she stopped him from sharing the findings. Shall I read it for you? Rosie, thanks so much for agreeing to help me with my plan. Now we can both get what we want. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. Kay. Oh, hell nah. What the heck? This would seem to indicate pretty strongly that the two of them were accomplices, wouldn't you say? Accomplices in a plot to steal from the very room in which we are standing. Wait, so your principal suspect is... Miss Kay Faraday for this second crime as well as Miss Ringer's murder. But what has been stolen? I'm the principal suspect. Hang on, let me read this damn letter. Revenge for what happened 12 years ago. What happened 12 years ago? Are we gonna flash back again? Don't listen to her. It's all lies. All of it. You're not like that. You never do any of the stuff they're accusing you of. Then how do you explain the letter, detective? Like Mr. Wiener, I suspected that Judge Gaville herself has some proof to support her accusation. Well, I didn't quite expect it to be so definitive. Nicely done, Gaville. Thank you, Eustace.
Hold it!
We're not done here yet. I still have questions. You better have answers. Would you mind if I handles this, Eustace? Be my guest. Have fun arguing Edgeworth into the ground. Can't let them steamroller me on this. I have to find a way to take back the advantage. Oh my god. We don't have that much evidence, though. All the evidence we have is, like, against her. As the letter more than adequately proves, Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were acquainted. It seems Miss Faraday had asked for Miss Ringer's help in a plot of some kind. But for other reason, their alliance must have broken down. Miss Ringer lost her life in the resulting disagreement, but she had one last card to play. The letter she kept safe in her left chest pocket, which spells out the name of her killer. She's good, better than ever even. Think you can take her down, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, of course, sure. Don't do this out of pride, Miles Edgeworth. If you're going to fail, do it on somebody else's time. Hey, whose side are you on, sir? There's only one side to be on, Scruffy. The side of the truth. Can't believe Francisco's the one talking about truth. That's character development. Looks like the kid's got something to say. Well, there's only one side to be on, then it has to be on the winning... Quiet, you! My thoughts exactly. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do here, so I'm just gonna press on everything.
Hold
it! What exactly was the nature of their relationship? Miss Faraday was grateful for Miss Springer's cooperation, just as the letter says. I think that more than adequately describes it, don't you? Now, as I was saying, it seems Miss Faraday had asked for Miss Ringer's help in a plot of some kind. Oh wait, no. I thought it was still...
Hold it!
Can you tell us any more about this plot? The letter implies a theft, and it was written by your friend Faraday, making her the prime suspect. Case be closed.
Objection!
Anybody can forge a letter. It's not conclusive proof of anything. I also seem to recall Miss Faraday referring to herself as a great thief on more than one occasion. She's on sabbatical. How can you be sure of that? It's unlikely she would tell you if she had resumed her activities, surely. Perhaps she took up stealing again and simply chose to keep it from you. Okay, but she's literally never stolen anything. Like, she has no track record of stealing. Can't prove that either way right now, and she knows this. As I was saying, it seems Miss Faraday and Miss Springer were involved in a plot to steal something. Okay.
Hold it!
Whatever reason, could you be a little more specific? Not at the moment, but I'm sure our investigation will uncover any number of possibilities. Whereas your lack of proof that Miss Faraday's innocent continues to be a major problem for you.
Objection!
I can see that some of the evidence would seem to point to Kay's involvement, but none of it is anywhere near conclusive. A letter explicitly outlining a connection to the victim, backed up by supporting evidence from the scene. How much more conclusive could it be? And what's more, where's your proof to the contrary?
Hold it!
Theft does not equal murder. Clearly. Is there any actual evidence to show that Kay killed Miss Ringer? You don't give up, do you? What do you call that letter, huh? Evidence, duh! It wouldn't be so sure. For one thing, it doesn't mention anything resembling a murder plan. It doesn't? Oh, I guess not. But it will once we hold a flame to it, reveal the secret writing. Oh my god, what is he talking about? I wouldn't place too much hope in that revealing anything, Eustace, but we don't need to. Not when we have.
Hold it!
We were able to examine the pocket in question for ourselves. And you want to know why the letter wasn't there, I assume? It's simple. The police #1 priority was handing it over to me. The victim had kept it on the left side of her chest, next to her heart. In other words, to indicate her heart's desire that her killer would be brought to justice. I have little interest in sentimental speculations about Miss Ringer's desires, but one thing does interest me. The fact that you said the letter was in the victim's left chest pocket. It is the truth, as is the goddess of my witness. That is where the letter was found, there is no doubt about it. Same place where she was stabbed. I think that might prove to be a very important clue. Imagine Kay writing a letter like that, but unless we can get more out of Judge Gambit, I don't think we'll be able to prove that she didn't. Okay, so there's something off about the last statement. Left chest pocket. Sometime late last night, causes the 3 puncture wounds to the left side. If it's the left side, why was the letter not punctured? Is that the angle? Is that the angle Edgeworth is trying to go with?
Objection!
Oh, it was. So the victim kept the most vital clue of all closest to her heart. How very touching. The voices of the dead fight to be heard, and even then they don't always reach us. But her voice ran loud and true and told us that Miss Faraday is her killer. I think you may have misheard her, Your Honor. Maybe you need to get get your ears checked. Perhaps an evil spirit was trying to mislead you. Hey, you take that back. Oh, is he scared of ghosts? Perhaps we should try listening to the words of the coroner's report instead. By all means, if I recall correctly, the victim was stabbed on the left side. Oh no. Already slipping, Gavil. Yes, I'm afraid so. You claim that the letter was found in the left chest pocket? Right where she was stabbed by this candle holder. Indeed, 3 puncture wounds to the chest and yet not 1 to the letter. Miraculous, no? I mean, could have missed. I don't know. Well, Judge Gavil, how do you explain that? Because I can think of one explanation, that the letter was deliberately placed there after the fact in order to cast suspicion on Kay. Someone went to a lot of trouble to create the crime scene we see before us. And that someone's the real culprit, who almost certainly has forged this letter. Is the letter handwritten? Let's just do a handwriting check. It's clear that the culprit intended to frame Kay by means of that letter. And you fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
Objection!
No, Faraday did it. The letter was in her other pocket. Yeah. Huh? Seriously? Whole left chest pocket thing was a mistake. Whoever reported it must have meant their left. Their left. Oh. Stop your foolish floundering, you foolishly foolish fool. Are you just that incurably foolish? Why do you keep whipping me? Stop making fun of my deductions. Oh, you just see what we have to deal with Francisco for the past 3 cases. Actually, past 2. He wasn't there for the first one, I don't think. There, I saved you the trouble of disciplining him. Yes, even though I had no intention of doing so. But thank you, Francisca. The letter is stained with blood, which suggests that it had indeed been placed somewhere on her left side. Therefore, I doubt there was some sort of mistaken report, not unless that report was given by you. What? Gavel, say something! Even she can't do it anymore. She can't keep defending him. No objections? Good. Then allow me to continue. Somehow Francisca is the least annoying person in the room. Yeah, somehow. So we have established the existence of a second suspect. No, we haven't. The murderer had to get in here, remember? Who else could have gone in apart from Faraday and Ringer? Whoever it was would have needed a key card. Okay, yeah, but there was another entry on the key card thing with no name on it. That's very suspicious. Like 2 hours before she got here. Judge Gavel proposed that the killer enter the room together with the victim. But what if there's something questionable about the very basis of her theory itself?
Take that!
Look again at the keycard record provided by Judge Gavel a short while ago. As already noted, the victim's keycard was used as 1252. But also, what if the person that used her keycard was not her, you know? You would note that somebody else's keycard is also listed. A mystery person who could have entered beforehand and lay in wait for the victim, you mean? The other person entered at 10:15, so it's certainly not outside the realm of possibility. Except I'm afraid it is. And where's your evidence, huh, Your Honor? My evidence? I am the evidence detective. Oh, was it her? It was my keycard. That makes you really sus, lady. There's nothing suspicious about a committee member entering the chamber as I please, is there? Yeah, but it's suspicious that your name was not on here. It's suspicious that your name was not on here earlier. Perhaps not, but that's also not the exonerating evidence you seem to think it is. Unless you can also prove that you yourself didn't murder your colleague. What utter nonsense. What would I have to gain from killing her?
Objection!
I'm sure you know how I'm going to answer that, Your Honor. I believe further investigation will shed light on any motives you might have had. I'm a faithful servant of the goddess. Why would I ever resort to an act of crime? I used my keycard, that much is true. But my reason for entering this room is far from questionable. Then perhaps you care to tell us why? I had business here in the committee chamber. There were certain preparations to make. Preparations? Sounds pretty suspicious to me. I'm not at liberty to share what I was preparing for. But girl, this is an investigation! You're gonna get suspected if you don't share. But I'm sure Prosecutor Edgeworth can make an educated guess. My hearing, she must have been busy gathering the documents they were going to use against me, to relieving me of my badge. Alright, children, that's enough. It's good to keep our skews and our tongues sharp, especially when we're young, but that'll do for now. Who the heck? Whom's the fuck is this? Who the hell are you? Ah, really takes me back to the days of my youth. Back when I would wrangle with a certain detective. It's Bigfoot! He disappeared, you know. I hope he's still out there somewhere, living his best life. You'll have to forgive me, it's just, I get so emotional. The tears, I can't stop them. Okay, yeah, I understand why they let Winner be... I understand why they let Eustace be a prosecutor. It's nepotism! Yeah, I can't believe I'm calm! Oh my god, my PNG tuber broke because of how shocking this was. Oh my god. Hang on. Am I back? Yes, I'm back. Okay. Winner? Ah, Verity, my girl. Do you ever stop working? Your dedication puts us all to shame. He is very sus to me. I think he killed her. I think he did it. And it is this young Francisca I see before me. Dear child, when did you get so big? Uncle Winter, it's been far too long. I totally wasn't whipping your son over there. And so formal. I thought we were like family. Used to sit on my knee and shout, Uncle Winter! Uncle Winter at the top of your little lungs. But time goes by very fast. One can't help but shed a tear. Dad, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? A committee member has been murdered and you're in charge of the case, my boy. What is this? Bring your pops to work day? Silence. Do you have any idea who he is? This man is practically the right hand of the goddess herself. Former chief prosecutor and the current chairman of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Oh, no wonder this fucking committee is like a cult. Bro looks like a cult leader. Now, Verity. There's no need to bring up all that. I'm just a harmless old man, really. You don't look right, sir. Allow me to apologize for the detective's rudeness. I am Miles Edgeworth, correct? And your little subordinate, Dick Gumshoe. I bet he was bestie. You know what? I bet he was bestie. Something ain't right about him. How old is he? Not here yet. Father to this idiot boy, among other things. My wife and I were so happy when he was born. And now she's gone too. Heaven only knows to where. Probably divorced your ass. Dad, you're here. Use my handkerchief. Thank you, son. You're a good boy. In your own silly way. Like father, like son, I suppose. Though it's sorry to say who's the bigger fool. Well, Verity, how goes the investigation? Thank you for asking, sir. We have identified a prime suspect, 1K Faraday. We are currently trying. You don't have nearly enough to make her your prime suspect, and you know it. Or have you forgotten what we just discovered about the letter?
Objection!
I told you, that was just a mix-up. You've got the wrong Don't test my patience. Alright, that's enough. Let's just all calm down, shall we? I'm sorry you had to see that, sir. My humblest apologies. I think you've all made your cases very clearly, all except for you, Eustace. What? But Dad! We are prosecutors. It is our duty to identify suspects and bring them to justice. I wouldn't dare call someone a suspect without evidence or motive. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, I know all about your relationship to the accused. Think as thieves seems pretty apt based on what I've heard. Kay's no criminal. She's helped us catch the bad guys loads of times. Much about this case is still unclear, sir. Please, you have to let us. It's heartwarming, really. The bonds of friendship are so strong among the young. But, circumstances being what they are, I'm afraid those bonds won't be enough. What the heck is that supposed to mean? Prosecutor's office needs this case cleared up as quickly as possible. Time is oh so precious. We have so little that there are so many other cases. I'm sorry, but you understand, of course, don't you? I don't trust this dude. I don't trust this man. Alright, Miss K. Faraday, time to come along quietly. Yes, sir. You're not taking her. She's innocent, I tell ya. To defy the chairman of the committee is to defy the laws. Stop kissing his ass, Gavel. It doesn't act so brazen, and so a hearing won't be necessary at all. Are you prepared for Mr. Edward to lose his badge over this, detective? What? So either Kay goes down or Mr. Edward loses his badge. What the heck am I supposed to do? You'd use his badge to shield yourselves. Oh, how the committee too has fallen. Let them know, Francisco! Let them know! Kay, you're innocent. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Thank you. We've only known each other for a short while, but you've been very kind. I'm sorry. Sorry for being a criminal. Stop. If you keep saying that, they're gonna charge you on something. Your contribution has been noted, Miss Faraday, and will be conveyed to the goddess of justice. This is for real a cult, bro. What in the world should I do? When I was little, all I wanted to be was like my father. To become an attorney and fight for those who can't fight for themselves. Oh, time to be an attorney now. But now my fate is tied to that of this one tiny badge. One tiny badge against the life of a dear acquaintance. Who am I kidding? There's nothing to weigh up here. I guess this is it. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it!
Judge Gaville, a moment, please. I love Edgeworth so much. God, I love him. Yes, what is it? Who cares about this stupid ass badge? Your badge! What is the meaning of this? I am returning it. From this day forth, I'm a prosecutor no longer. Oh! That was so hot, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth! What are you doing, Miles Edgeworth? Explain yourself right now. You're giving it all up just like that? You can't mean it, sir. Tell me you're kidding, please. You're not a prosecutor anymore, then what does that make me? I have one duty and one duty alone, to pursue the truth. If being a prosecutor means I must turn a blind eye to the very truth before me, then I will gladly shed the title to be free. God, what big balls. I'll carve my own path, one I believe in. I won't let my search for the truth end here. Oh, the way if Phoenix Wright saw this, oh, he would be all over him. He would be fall in love all over again.
Objection!
Are you running away from the Varkarma? From me? Say what you will, Francisca. You won't change my mind. So you're leaving me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this. Never. Relax, Francisca. No, this is all my fault. No, this would have happened if it wasn't for me. Wait, Kay, don't go. So dramatic. You stay right where you are, detective. But sir, I'm not a prosecutor anymore. Don't say that. Where you go, I go, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll always be there, right by your side. There's no need for you to do that now, detective. Simply focus on your job and do what you can. Well, now this is no good, is it? We've let a dangerous criminal run free. I tried and tried, yet it's never enough. No need to worry, sir. We'll set up a cordon. She won't get far. She better not. It'll be very disappointing to you if she does. I do not like this man. Fuck him. Yeah, Gavel, you notice something's off, right? Oh man, oh, we cannot end it here today. We cannot end it here. We gotta keep going. This would be a really good cliffhanger though. Back in our office. Kay! She's not here either. I love this fucking sprite they made for him where he's struggling for his life after running. God, he's just like me. Oh man. Oh! Knockity knock knock, special visitor. Vendor. Oh, talk about an unhappy face. Everything okay? You won't understand too many admirers looking like that. What are you doing there? Has something happened? Has something happened, he asked. I'll say. It's been all over the news. A murder in the committee chamber? I call that a happening, alright. And what with your hearing being today, I thought... Well, I couldn't help wonder if you were involved. Reporting it on the news already. Heck yeah, a dead lawyer, a young woman on the run, they're lapping it up. It's crazy stuff, but compelling too, I gotta admit. So, are you gonna give me the lowdown or what? Well, actually... Whoa, maybe warn a guy before blowing his mind next time. Things are even crazier than I thought. This isn't a joke, Fender. Kay's out there somewhere, all alone and without her memory. Not to mention being the suspect in a murder. That definitely doesn't make things any easier. Where the heck could she have gone to? You sure she doesn't remember Zip? I thought she might have come here, but no luck, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. Sounds like she thinks she's done you wrong. She wouldn't want to cause you even more trouble by rocking up on your doorstep. You think I don't know that? But I'm out of places to look. Hey, take a chill pill, compadre. This isn't like you. He's so worried. Edgar is so worried for his daughter. Oh my god! I love him. They're wound up tighter than a clockwork monkey, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. After all, it's got even you running from pillar to post looking to save an innocent from jail. Acting like the attorney I know you were born to be. Look, Fender, I may have given up my badge earlier, but that doesn't mean I've decided to become an attorney. However, Kay isn't just some suspect in a murder to me. She's somebody I've come to know very well, even if we've been acquainted for a short while. And she never harm a fly, let alone another person. Blow my mind twice in 5 minutes, why don't you? Kid's lucky to have you in her corner, champ. Hope you don't mind me saying this, but it's quite the bond that sprung up between the two of you. Enough to give me and your old man a run for his money, even. It's nothing like that, really. She just likes to involve herself in my affair. Okay, why would the tsundere jump out right now, Edward? Why do the tsundere routine right now? You can say that again. From what I've seen, she likes to charge into things no holds barred. But she's done you some good, I can tell. You two make a great team. Can't say I'm not a little jealous, seeing as my partner in crime no longer around. Anyways, you need to track her down. Connections like that don't grow on trees, I should know. Alright, how about this for a plan? You're fresh out of ideas about where she could be, and you can't just walk the streets shouting her name. So why not go back to the source, looking at how she lost her memories in the first place? You just might turn up some clues that'll help narrow things down. That's not a bad idea. Based on what she told us, it sounds like it all started at the big building. And that's where we're headed. Next up, the big time. The fucking Big Time Rush song came into my head. Whoa. Maybe you could give your face the good news on the way. Kay won't become frolicking back into fold if the first thing she sees is you scowling like that. Very funny. Fender is truly a force of nature all on his own. Oh, but the old lady is still here. Sun sure set quickly. Not even a murder on the premises could make this place close its doors. Gotta chase that last dollar, huh? There's hardly anybody around though. Guess we've got the whole place to ourselves. First step towards proving Kay's innocence is to figure out how she lost her memory. Earth to Miles, we've got some sleuthing to do. This rooftop paradise is all ours, so let's focus up and do what we're good at for Kay, alright? Do what we're good at, huh? I suppose I should be grateful there's at least something we can do. Okay. Actually a pretty small area. Pegasus, the winged horse of legend. No, wait. Isn't that a horn on his forehead? So, it's a unicorn? No, that can't be right either. Unicorns don't have wings. What's this? The little plate there at the bottom showing the name of the piece. Contradiction. Don't teach me to bother engaging with such things. You've never watched My Little Pony, huh? They can get horns and wings, okay? That's called being OP. You can insert a coin to take a good look at the distant landscape for a few minutes. Hey, absolutely would have been all over this. Okay, I know anyways. For now I better focus on my powers of observation on this rooftop. Mr. Edgeworth, we meet again. What are you two doing up here? Well, seeing as we came all this way, we thought we might as well enjoy some cotton candy. What the heck are you doing here? Looking to get yourself in even more hot water? You needn't worry about me, Dr. Hers. I'll be just fine. Why does she hate Edward so much? Whatever you say, Mr. Soon-to-be ex-prosecutor turned ex-prosecutor. Saw that coming a mile off. Wait, what? You got fired? Actually, I quit myself. As I said, you needn't concern yourself with my affairs. If you say so. So, oh, how's Kay doing? Uh-oh, did something happen? Maybe I can help? How about an injection? No injections, thank you. Fortunately, a Jabba does not keep the world's troubles at bay. Yeah, it did get kind of chilly, huh? Come on, let's head home. Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth, catch you again soon. Okay, well now I can look at the cotton candy stand. Oh wait, there's a guy standing here? That's creepy. I didn't think anybody was here. Hey you, yeah you, how about some delicious parting clouds cotton candy to brighten your day? Parting clouds? Is it named for the fact that we're so close to the clouds up here? Our gimmick is we take a normal serving of cotton candy and we split it in half. Part it, if you will. Half the candy, same price, double the profit. And we're laughing all the way to the bank. This is some Yorozuya business. This is what stall they would run. I don't think your customers will be laughing if you keep sharing that information quite so freely. Second Gintama mentioned today. It looks like a TV for showing announcements from the various companies in the big building. At the moment, it's just showing a regular broadcast channel. What am I standing here for? The Steel Samurai isn't on today? Now is not the time, Edward. Beak and wings of a bird and the body of a lion. I guess these statues are meant to guard the peace of the little rooftop haven. I have to say, they're incredibly detailed. Almost frighteningly so. Instead of feeling welcomed, I wonder how many people have been scared off by these instead. I think they're cool. It's a pretty sizable cherry tree. The flowers are just on the cusp of full bloom. According to what Kay told us, she was standing beneath this tree until she was pushed and fell. Wait. So the person in the raincoat that Kay saw supposedly approached her from the direction of a concession stand, which would suggest that she was pushed over this railing here. Railing is chest high. You'd have to try really hard to go tumbling over the edge of it. Everything looks sturdy enough too. Wait, there's like a trap door here. What if it says she fell down this trap door and not over the side of the building? So how did Kay lose her memories? You think there was something she wanted to forget? Maybe something particular, some particular choice words from Miles the Insult comic? Of course not. I wouldn't dream of saying anything so terrible. I only think horrible things in my head. Detective Gumshoe, on the other hand, could do with a few more choice words on occasion. Not even freaking Gumshoe would do this. Poor guy. I don't envy him one bit. Oh my god. Okay, well, I think I'm oh! Oh! Oh my gosh, she hit the tree? Hi. Okay. Don't mind me. I was just lying in wait. That would make you a criminal, Kay. Perhaps you meant to say lying low, or laying low. Oh, yes, that. Do you have any idea how worried I was, young lady? Nevertheless, I doubt people will look kindly upon a suspect haunting the site of her supposed crime. Surely you understand that even in your current state. On top of which, while you've been playing hide and go seek, I've been worry-sick and frantically trying to find you. Are you mad at me? Of course I am. Now, what were you thinking coming back here? Did you think your amnesia would excuse your recklessness? No! I came to try and help you get your badge back. What? I thought if I could get my memory back, I might be able to remember killing that poor woman. I thought if I came back to where I lost my memory, maybe I could. There's one thing you haven't lost, you know. Your ability to surpass my expectations at every turn. I couldn't be more certain now that you're the Kay I know so very well. However, I don't appreciate you being so reckless. Do you hear me, young lady? I'm sorry. Seriously, Miles, you're killing me here. You were banking good guy points and then you went and blew it up by blowing your top. Good to see you, kiddo. Glad to see you're safe. Come on, bring it in. Okay. That's the spirit. Not now, Fender. Jeez, I was trying to lighten the mood. What a good father-daughter moment. Live news now from the big building, where a shocking murder took place earlier today. Police continue their hunt for a young woman known to have been present at the scene. She's considered the prime suspect, and police say no effort is being spared in trying to track her down. Oh, I wouldn't worry. The police in this country, you know, I wouldn't worry. Oh, mama, they're not messing around. Well, team, what's the plan? Looks like the clock's ticking down and fast. Indeed, it's only a matter of time before they find us. Alright, first things first. Okay, you're sticking with us from now on, capiche? But I've caused you so much trouble already. You can hardly make things any worse for me at this point. Mr. Edgeworth! Then it's settled. We're in this together like the Three Musketeers. Like the Three Stooges. Miles here will be in charge of proving Kay innocent. And I will, believe me. Oh, hello, Mika. How are you doing today? So I'm gonna need you to do everything you can to help him with his investigating, okay, Kay? Yes, of course. Great, now we gotta move quick. Can't be getting bagged by the boys in blue before you even started. You two may not have many more to lose, but your Uncle Eddie sure does. Gregory would never forgive me if I got the family office shut down. Thank you, Fender. I'm sure I owe you more than I'll ever really know. You're doing good. Let's go. We're solving crimes today. Hope I've been of help to you so far. I'm doing good. You know, not very productive today because I woke up really, really late due to my horrendous sleep schedule. But like, you know, I'm here. Solving gaping crime. Yep. Thank you for the hydrate. Talk to Kay again. Better late than never. Exactly. I came back here because thought it might jog my memory. How about we go over what you remember one more time? Okay, I was standing under the tree, sheltering from the rain, and I saw a person in a red raincoat, and then they pushed me. Do you remember anything specific about the person in the raincoat? Sorry, I just can't recall anything. Oh, but there's one thing. I could see the moon over their shoulder as they came up closer and closer. The moon? Yes, it's all very fuzzy, but I was in the exact same place. It was in the exact same place it is right now. But the moon's on the other side, floating up there above the cherry blossoms. So the moon was visible over the mysterious figure's shoulder. That's new information. I can keep it in mind. Something ain't adding up here. I keep feeling like there's something just on the edge of my memory. There is? Could be the clue we need. Alright, just let it float to the top of your mind and say whatever comes into your thoughts. Alright, I'm seeing... It's very faint, but... Seeing a small restaurant, just a counter, some seats, and then there's this incredible smell. Beautiful golden soup, not too thick and it tastes just right. It's filled with delicious noodles, they're firm but not too firm. And that's when a thought crossed my mind. I'm going to order another bowl! A captivating memory, but sadly one has nothing to do with the case. I'm hungry now. Thank you so much, Kay. Now I want ramen. Noodles. You used to say you were the great thief Yatagarasu, a noble outlaw dedicated to stealing the truth. Do you really not remember any of that? Oh, I think you're right. I was a noble. Not a noble, Kay, a noble outlaw. So I suppose you got halfway there. Okay. So she says, let's go over the facts. So she says she was standing right here, and then a man in a red raincoat came to her from beyond this stand, which is impossible because there's no ground beyond the stand. But then she also said she saw the moon over the man's shoulder, which is also impossible because the moon is on this side of the tree. So she either saw a fake moon or she saw a fake man. I don't know. You save. I'm so confused now. The moon. Or this is just a simulation. Just like Ampharos from Honkai Star Rail. I don't know how these fit together, so I'm just gonna try it. It's probably wrong. Okay, it was right. Did I finish? I finished a while ago. Listen, I think Finon is really sus, but I still really like him because of his voice. Thinking back over what Kay has said, I expected more of the Hersha Perta portion. I think she has something. I mean, it's definitely not done yet. I think she's gonna show up again. I think she's totally involved in whatever the hell Ampharos has going on. Oh, you mean the combat? Bro, that boss was fucking bullshit. What do you mean? He one-shot killed everybody, even when my Aventurine had full shield. That what? Like, I was like, what? Oh, this doesn't make any sense. I beat it with Japard's shield in the end. Okay. I'm gonna drink some water. I struggle so much. Also, they added a fucking casual mode. I was like, wow, so they know this fight is hard. The person in the raincoat approached her from the direction of the concession stand, okay? Which implies that she was pushed over the railing on the side opposite of the stand. She also said that she could see the moon over this person's shoulder. When we checked now, the moon was in a different location than expected. Kay claims that it's currently in the same spot in the sky as the night of the incident. This throws the positions of the moon and the person in the raincoat out of alignment with her story. I think her memories may have become confused somehow. What's more, if she really had been pushed over that railing, she would never have survived the fall. Therefore, I must conclude that she may not have fallen where she thought she did. That's right, there's literally a trap door right here. I think she fell through this trap door instead. You may have fallen, Kay, but it couldn't have been over that railing, because if you had, you wouldn't be alive now to tell the tale. But I definitely remember standing under the tree. If I was pushed, the only way I could have fallen is over the railing, isn't it? Not unless the ground opened up and swallowed you whole. The ground can just open like that? How? My bad, my dad. Not a joking matter. Sorry, kiddo. But it may also be closer to truth than you think, Fender. Let's take another look at the ground in that area. There's a chance we have missed something. Oh yeah, the very obvious trapdoor on the ground. Kay couldn't have fallen over the railing. So where did she fall? What's this? Looks like a service hatch. Kay, do you think you might have fallen down here instead? Nah, you'd never be as clumsy as that. Sorry, I just can't say one way or the other. My bad, kiddo. Just another one of my silly musings. You don't have to take me so seriously, you know. I don't? Never? Well, maybe not never. If I told you to leap lyrically into my arms... Thunder! Chills, Miserino. Where's your sense of whimsy? Oh, you're saying that to the least whimsy person ever. So, never then. Ouch, talk about a deep cut. Oh my god, deep cut mention! Splatoon mention! The ground here is covered with cherry blossoms. Even though the tree's not in full bloom yet, the strong wind up here is blowing the petals right off. It would have been nice if they thought to tidy up just a little though, but it looks so cool with all the petals scattered on the ground, Edward. Have some whimsy. Maybe then you'll stop aging so fast. Am I missing something? I'm missing something else. Maybe I should talk to her again. No. She's got nothing to say. Oh, wait. As you can see, there's still harder work up on the 50th floor. That's where the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence holds their disciplinary hearings, correct? That's right, there have been people walking by the windows all evening. This is one serious investigation. Well, this doesn't make our chances of getting out of here with Kay any rosier. We'll have to find a way to split Plas to Press. I'm a cool and mysterious customer, Malzarino, but I'm no spy. Maybe we can use him as a decoy if things get desperate? Okay, whatever you're thinking, quit it. I can tell it doesn't end well for me. Unless there's something in between the floors, which probably there is. She probably fell it through to the 50th floor, right? Looks like this is being broadcast live. It means we're looking at the big building in real time. Does that mean we're on TV too? I don't think so. The camera's far away enough and it's dark enough that I think we'll be safe for now. At least we better be. If Kay is spotted, things will go from bad to worse before we know it. So, someone bring Winner Senior to test the theory, you know, by pushing him in. I kind of want to push Eustace in. Because he would start crying. It would be really funny. God, this sounds so mean, but like, come on. Affectionately. I mean affectionately. As you can see, there's still hard work up on the 50th floor. Okay, we've seen this text. The report is right. Wait, something's very wrong with this picture. Hang on. I can use a certain piece of evidence to help me deduce exactly what. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I think I know. I think I know. There's a secret 51st floor! There's a 51st floor! This diagram is wrong! Look! There's one more floor here! Wait, maybe I should save. Question, how many floors does this building have? Easy, 50, right? Kinda ironic that it's just a few feet above where the committee works in its ugly little schemes. Is a place where starry-eyed young romantics come to wish for everlasting smoochy times. But then, what's that dark space above the 50th floor? The gloomy underbelly of love? Wait a minute. Exactly. The committee chamber is supposed to be on the top floor, directly beneath the viewing platform, but it actually appears to be located one floor below that. Clearly contradicting the supposed facts. Maybe whoever wrote the pamphlet made a mistake? Somehow, I don't think so. Call me crazy, but there appears to be a hidden 51st floor. And she fell into the 51st floor. Oh my god! Oh, it's getting juicy. Wow, and that's where they keep the gloomy underbelly of love. My heart, you didn't need to take it quite so literally, Kay. Good, then perhaps we can take this more seriously instead. Come on, have you met me, Miles? This might have been easier said than done. Still be easier than trying to enjoy your so-called jokes. God. Liven up a little, Edward. Let the man joke. Okay, interesting. There's a secret 51th floor. How has no one noticed a floor between the 50th floor and the viewing platform just until now? That's what I'm saying! You got me there. Kinda hard to hide a set of stairs going up to if you ask me. That's precisely it. Things like stairs that are normally out in the open going unnoticed by people seems a bit implausible. Which can only mean the 51st floor is no ordinary floor and can't be reached by ordinary means. Then we'll just have to reach it through extraordinary means, right? I don't know about extraordinary means, but let's go for unconventional. Indeed, consider if you will the hatch we found by the tree. What would you expect to find on the other side of such a hatch? A room of some kind, perhaps? Oh, a secret room. Now you're talking my language. Let's go take a look. Alright, here we go. What is this place? Look at all that stuff down there. Is it a storeroom? Whatever it is, I think it would safely say that this is where you fell. Go team, strike one mystery off the list. Yes, but the greater mystery of Kay's memory loss remains unsolved. We have a red rain-coated figure who can walk on air to account for, amongst other things. Hey, can a guy bask in his success? What do you mean your success? I figured this out. So we found a hidden storeroom. I vote we scooch on down and check it out. We have pretty much exhausted everything up here. Can't hurt to take a look. Ooh, we're gonna go see what the hidden floor is. Oh, it's her! Is that you, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh my god! My favorite character! Emma, what are you doing here? I heard about what happened from Detective Gumshoe. I was in the area, so I thought I'd come by and see what's going on. I love her. This is Emma Skye. She's a high school student currently studying in Europe to become a forensic scientist. Younger sister of a former superior of mine, we've also stood in court together. Detective called me up in a panic. He said your badge fell off the big building and that Kay was in a man suit and... Hold it right there. Didn't you just leave to go back to Europe a few days ago? You're back again already? Yup, I'm here with one of my professors. Not to do any schoolwork or anything, just some interpreting. Professor? You mean Professor Layton? Then shouldn't you be off doing that instead of gallivanting around a crime scene? Oh, it's fine. There's this wonderful thing called body language, after all. It's not an actual language, Emma. Anyways, never mind me. This is about Kay. How is she? Where is she? Aw, shucks, isn't that sweet, Kay Meister? Your little friend is worried about you. Oh, yes. Who's this guy? Don't tell me you went and got a new assistant, Mr. Edgeworth. Very funny, young lady. It's actually the other way around, I'll have you know. Eddie Fender, attorney-at-law, senior partner at Edgeworth & Co. Law Office. Edgeworth? So you are his assistant? Wait, attorney? Since when were you a defense attorney? I'm not. To say it's complicated is an understatement. Let's not sweat the details for now, yeah? First things first. But an attorney, Mr. Edgeworth, really? Oof, it's like I'm not even here. What is this, some kind of weird experiment? Perhaps we should head down below. I'll explain there. I agree, the police could be here any minute. And who's this? I'll explain later, Emma. Come on, time to go. Alright, but you better explain yourself, Mr. Hotshot Attorney. Trust me, I'll explain that too. God, it's like the older daughter coming back from college. Down the hatch we go. Okay, let's go. What's down here? Ooh! It's dark as a grave down here. Can't see the nose in front of my roguishly handsome face. Oh, Fender. Ooh. Ouch! I hit my head on something! Make your way down slowly, Kay. I don't want you to slip. Oh, yes, Mr. Edgeworth. There's gotta be a light switch here somewhere. Oh, bingo! It's that damn suit! It's that damn suitcase again! It's that damn suitcase! Wait a second. Yeah, the smuggling ring! This is that statue that was stolen! Boy, they sure are smuggling some weird things. Who would want this? That 8,400. Wait, it's the president's doll from the first case. Oh, see what this is? Missing mask, guys. Missing mask. Missing mask. Also, who wants the police mask? Yeah, who wants this setup mask? Oh, interest. Oh, this is getting interesting. So the hidden 51st floor really is being used as a storeroom. More than a storeroom, Edgeworth. I bet this is where the Guys, what if the committee is part of the smuggling ring? We'll need to take a careful look over all these items. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, you promised me an explanation. After that, it was an awful coinkydink. Minecraft villager makes his return. I did indeed. Where to even start? Wow, a lot's been happening, huh? What a case. Not supposed to fill you with excitement, Emma. Hehehe, seems you've gotten yourself into a real pickle, Mr. Prosecutor Attorney. I'm not an attorney or a prosecutor anymore. Well, whatever you are, I think it's time for science to lend a helping hand. Yes, science! Would explain why the judge is so aggressive about getting you fired. Here's the thing, I think Gavel notices something is off. I think Gavel, but because you know, this is all her job is. But I think she doesn't know. She doesn't know about the smuggling ring. I think Wiener's dad does. And I'm just hoping that she would start seeing the light and she would come on our side later on in the end. I mean, that's what happened with Agent Lang too. Well, if you're sure. Are you kidding? I live for moments like this. Here, let's make this all official. Good working with you again, Mr. Edgeworth. And you, Miss Sky. Oh, she's back. The gang's back. And then there were 4. Right, everyone, let's get to work. I want to know where that elevator goes. Looks like it goes down. It's something we'll certainly want to investigate further, but we should look around up here first. Aye aye, Captain. Let me know if you find anything juicy. I'll keep trying to see what I can remember. I'll let you know if anything comes to mind. Thank you, Kay. Emma? Ready, willing, and able to investigate, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, then let's begin. Oh! We got Emma with us! Oh my god, that's money right there! Wait, that's just money out in the open? Also, this creepy ass police have worked hard out. Take it. Kinda creepy, all these masks light up here in the dark. They wouldn't notice if a few bucks go missing, surely. Not a fan of horror movies, I take it. No way, that stuff's so unscientific. I think you're mispronounced terrifying. Well, yeah, we know where the mask came from. There's a selection of masks arranged on the rack here. There's even a steel samurai. What an impressively authentic likeness as it is too. The scientist in me is sensing something strange though, a lack of consistency, you know? The sense of the characters represented here feel a little haphazard somehow. I don't disagree. So you want an empty space? Yeah, just an empty hook right in the middle. They're using that one, perhaps. Oh, we know where it is. The mask! That's global hero Onyankopon! Why is that so shocking? You really don't know? Everything about the show is secret. When it's on TV, who makes it? So the merchandise is super rare. Sounds to me like whoever made it may have simply gone out of business. Because it's ugly as hell. That's Captain Saipan. He's super popular overseas. Everybody loves dressing up like him. Kids, adults, you name it. And the flower on his head a little excessive myself. Oh, says the guy wearing a fucking bright red suit and a fucking ascot. Okay. Okay, Edgeworth. What TV show are these from? I don't know a whole lot about it, but I believe it's called The Students of Starry School. Well, it's about an elementary school where the students are all superheroes. Oh, My Hero Academia, I get it. So their masks are modeled on sports safety helmets or something, right? Maybe the number of eye slits tell you their student ID number. So the one on the left would be number 1 and then right is number 2. I suppose that could be it, yes. That'll mean a ton of slits for the kids with the highest ID numbers. Did Edward just say active? I'm a little intrigued by... Oh my god. He would watch My Hero Academia unironically. She's the only hero in the Steel Samurai needs. You can say that again. I love the Pink Princess. You watch shows like that, Emma? Of course, you love them too, right? I mean, well, I don't really know that much about them, but sure. Yeah, it's not like I dedicated all my money into buying Steel Samurai merch. Really? Because I saw Steel Samurai figure in your office, so I thought, oh, I can't believe even Emma's seen it. What do you mean, Edgeworth? It's not even hidden. It's like proudly displayed in your office. God, he's so weird. I love him. It's the Steel Samurai and the Nickel Samurai. The Nickel Samurai always seems kind of pleased with himself to me. Do you know what I mean? It's not just about being skinny and cool, you know. There's more to it than that. I'm Team Steel all the way. You've just gone up in my estimation, Emma. Edgeworth has a list of people he likes, and Emma just got into first place because of that. These are all case files from various murders. What? But why would they be in here? They should be safely under lock and key at the courthouse or the prosecutor's office, which would suggest that somebody removed them without permission. Something very suspicious is going on here. We need to find out more. Oh yeah! Oh wow, case files! Oh yeah!
Eureka!
Kay was carrying a Jammin' Ninja mask when she was found, but it looks like it might have originally come from this hook. Scientifically speaking, that doesn't seem like a crazy hypothesis, which would mean that Kay was really here? I should put it, not a crazy hypothesis, but why? She come to steal something maybe, there's all kind of stuff here. She's a great thief who steals the truth, I suppose. I think it's too early to jump to any conclusions. Okay, we're done here. These are... What's the matter, Edgeworth? Oh, wait! That's the lantern! That's the perfume! The ink bottle from the first game! I don't remember what this is from. But that's from the first case for this game, for the president. Little plushie. And that's the baby from the last game too! That they threw in the river. Or the pond, whatever. What's the matter, Mr. Edward? I'm not mistaken. Several of the items on display here are pieces of evidence from old cases of mine. What are they doing here? Maybe this is where the committee stores stuff it's looking into? Can't be. Evidence like this is stored at the police department. They don't keep stuff at the prosecutor's office too? When a case is ongoing, yes, but once the last trial has finished up, it's supposed to go right back to the precinct, unless there's a very good reason for it to go elsewhere. This is definitely proof that somebody from the committee is involved in the ring, because how else could they have gotten their hands on these? Yet here it all is. There's no point in trying to figure out the whys right now. I should take a closer look. They all have labels. Labels with numbers printed on them. Exhibit numbers maybe? You said they were all pieces of evidence, right? Yes, but judging by how the numbers are written by the items themselves, I guess these are price tags. Prices? I would never have guessed that. Oh, that's the safe from the last game too, I just noticed. Wait, but none of this stuff could be worth that much money, could it? Prices are very high indeed. It's no wonder she's surprised. I must examine all of these in detail. That's odd. This is the only spot with nothing on it. But it still has one of those signs. Oh, okay, so there was something there. Wait! shape! The star shape! The star shape! The star shape! Oh my god. There's an outline in the dust on top of the clock. Say something was probably sitting there until quite recently, wouldn't you? You know what? I think it might be right, but drawing a blank trying to imagine what? Well, I might have an idea. A star-shaped outline, huh? Don't we have a piece of evidence that is connected to? We sure do, but let me examine all of this first. Oh, isn't he a cutie? Look at this fluffy little guy. That's the stuffed animal you found at Gourd Lake. He should be in the possession of the prosecutor in charge of that case. So how did he wind up here? Oh, but look, he's missing his left horn. He is, but he never had it in the first place, at least not as far as we ever saw it. Defective merchandise, huh? Then we need to contact the manufacturer. I demand a recall. How did I come to think of it? Why would anyone give the present a broken toy to begin with? Interesting. Missing its left horn. So the storeroom's actually more of a stock room. It would seem so, much as it pains me to consider such a thing. What kind of person sells off evidence from serious criminal cases? And who too? Who would even want to pay for all this stuff? Somebody, clearly. The price tags are proof of that. People really won't collect anything, huh? Fascinating. It's a cute little doll. It looks like kind of like the Steel Samurai. It's actually the... here he goes again. Actually, it's the Iron Infant, son of the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess. He was born burdened with the knowledge that he too would one day be called upon to fight for justice. I can't imagine the pressure that must have put a number more than most people could bear. Yes, he's young, but you can sense it nonetheless. A surge in tragic refinement. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth, are you even listening? Of course. God. It's a small bottle, one I've seen before. Oh, that's all? Nothing else to add? Well, no. What more did you want me to say? Hold up, I gotta write this down. Mr. Edgeworth can turn even the most boring topics into something picturesque with his explanations. Ugh, next time try taking those kind of notes in silence. We're so bad. Some water, hang on. A bottle of ink and a lantern, both pieces of evidence from a previous case of mine. Why? What's all this stuff that's related to you doing here? It's not as if any of it is my possession for any length of time, duration of the case, and no longer. Perhaps this is all nothing but a coincidence. Seriously, a coincidence? I never thought I'd hear those words coming out from your mouth. We must always face up to the facts of a situation, however strange they may be. Isn't that what scientists believe too? Oh ho ho, you want to talk about what scientists believe? Settle in, this may take a while. She's gonna yap by herself. Okay, well, creepy mannequin. Mannequin, huh? Wait, I know. All thanks to my power of scientific deduction, of course. It's evidence from an old case of yours, right? Actually, not this time. I've never seen it before in my life. Doesn't seem to fit with the other items in the room either. For one thing, it doesn't have a price tag. So why is... Oh! It was... There was like an outfit on it, probably. Could she be wearing the suit that was on this mannequin or some shit? I don't know. Wait, we could deduce something. Deduce.
Eureka!
The outline in the dust matches the bottom of the candelabrum exactly. I say there's a very strong chance that this is where our murderer took it from. What you mean the candelabrum was evidence from another case? It certainly seems likely, but that's not our concern right now. The key thing to note is that the murder weapon was taken from the storeroom. Okay. Scientifically speaking, I say this looks like some kind of wooden ice box. Yeah, the chains are probably to stop the cold air from escaping. I don't mean to contradict you, Emma, but isn't this just a box for storing clothes in? The wood is imbued with natural repellent that keeps moths away. Oh, yeah, sure. Guess you could look at it like that, right? And keeping your clothes chilled would be nice for the summer, right? Still, not prepared to let go of that particular part of your hypotheses. I see. What the fuck did I press? Oh. No. Leave your mind palace. A bunch of trophies and... Oh, look! Somebody's left a walkie-talkie here. Looks to me like it was put there deliberately, rather like it's on display, to be honest. Hey, there are batteries in here, too. It could be useful. Let's take it with us. Nobody will mind if we use it for a little while, will they? I can take it to the police station afterwards. Someone's starting to sound like a certain gray thief. The statue. What is it? Got some new data for me? Not exactly. It's just some evidence from a case I worked on. A piece of evidence. I believe it's called the Alfred statue. There were two of them, a real one and a fake one. Whichever one this is, it shouldn't be here of all places. An old case, huh? Guess you have worked on a bunch of different... Ah! Where the hell did she... Where the fuck did she come from? Gotcha! Caught in the egg, red gang-handed, guiltier than a tomcat covered in a cream. Ah! My eyes! Stop that at once. Ain't no stopping my snapping, not till I got every dang detail and then some. Y'all think about it, let a bunch of dirty criminals go before I get the shot? Think again. What was her plan here? They could have killed her if this was the real criminals. We're not criminals. Tie her up. Put her in that wooden box. Yeah, sure, pull the other one. It's got bells on. This here camera's a weapon of justice. It ain't about to be hornswoggled by your cheap denials. Oh, it's you. It just sounds so disappointed. Huh? Why? You're that low-down, dirty jerk of a prosecutor, ain't ya? Who are you calling a low-down, dirty jerk? This is Lotta Hart, photojournalist by trade. We've crossed paths on a few occasions, especially on that one particular case. She's hard to forget, and even harder to get a word in edgewise with. Oh, she's from the case where the DL6 incident happened, whatever. Quit making that face, will ya? That's the face of a no-good schemer if I ever saw one. Seems like I didn't leave the best of impressions on her either. Well, it's payback time, Mr. Schemer. You ought to be thankful. All I want for you is a couple of pictures. We're just here to investigate. Sure you are. If by investigate you mean pull the wool over Lotta's mile wide, I'm already sick of her. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I thought she might listen to me. It didn't hurt to try, yes, but we're probably better off leaving her alone for now. Just leave her here. Thank God. Like, what was her plan? Literally, what was her plan? You said this statue was a piece of evidence from an old case of yours, right? Pretty weird looking, I have to say. It's known as the Alfred statue. The what? Alfred statue. But it says here that it's called the Aleph Red statue. Aleph Red, Alfred. What are you muttering about? Oh, nothing. Let's carry on looking around, shall we? What? What was that? What was that interaction? I can't examine the ugly suitcase? Well, that's one heck of a desk. I wonder who it belonged to. There are 4 male figures acting as legs holding up the table pot in the center. It's hideously cringy. Doesn't even have the good decency to be camp enough to loop back around. Is this from one of your old cases too, Mr. Edgeworth? No, can't think of anyone related to any of my investigation with such ostentatiously awful taste. At least I don't think there was. I think this is from a Phoenix Wright case, actually. How's a banknotes just left out for all to see? A little tasteless, wouldn't you say? No worry, these are all $100 bills. That's a fortune right here, there. Take it, just take a couple hundred. They won't notice. How many years would it take for you to make that much money, Mr. Edgeworth? Please, Emma, I don't even want to think about it. I thought Edgeworth was rich, though. What is that giant head thing? It's the head of the great Mrs. Monkey. I remember this case well. How'd they even get it up here? Mrs. Monkey, that doesn't sound right. Are you sure you didn't get the name wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Or misremembered it somehow? Don't be ridiculous. At least I ever make such a mistake. Oh boy, this whole experience is enough to boggle a guy's mind. Mysterious storerooms, damsel in distress, got a lot. Jelly's trying to take things a little more seriously, Fender. Hey, I can try, but no, but seriously, I'm as keen to help Kay out as you are. She's safe with me. You go do your thing. It's not Kay I'm worried about, it's you. Wow, this is some sturdy construction. Thick floor plate, sturdy supports. At a rough estimate, I think it could hold 50 of you easily, Mr. Edgeworth. Except for the fact that it's nowhere near big enough. You say that, but pack yourselves in tight enough and I think you might just do it. I really don't think so. Anyways, we have more important things to be investigating. Okay, we can think about the elevator later. We need to talk to her, I guess. So, what are y'all doing snooping around a fishy place like this anyhow? I think it's us who should be asking you that. Me, I'm in it for the truth, for the good of society, and for little old me, of course. How much might you call a photographer for the people? Snapping here, snapping there, snapping every danged where. I'll just leave it to you then. We can talk once you've gotten out your system later. Oh, do we have enough to make some deductions? To think a little? Alright, now we go into our mind palace. Our big sexy brain. We only have 2 things. We've seen items of old evidence marked with price tags along with a huge pile of cash. I think it's pretty clear that somebody has been running an illicit trade in judicial goods. That was some hard thinking. Yeah, oof, that took so much out of me. 80 deals on a hidden 51st floor? This is big. It has to be right. I think it might. But we need to investigate a little further yet. We need to find out more about what's going on here. If only there was an eyewitness we could interview. An eyewitness, huh? Yeah, an eyewitness. Why exactly are you here, Miss Hart? Me, I told you, I'm in it for the truth. For the good of society. Yeah, you said that. For the people. If you won't tell me the real reason you're here, perhaps I can hazard a guess. Somebody was carrying out illicit police evidence trafficking scheme here in the storeroom. Oh, so she's after Juicy Story. Makes sense. Well, how did y'all figure that out? I mean, it's pretty obvious. Guess it means I don't have to be tippy-toe around it anymore now. One of my sources told me on the down low about an underground auction. What? So all the items here were sold to the highest bidder. Folks was slinging money around like it was going out of fashion. Had to come see for myself, of course. Get my eyes on my subject, you know. Should have heard the tales my contact was telling, taller than 2 trees, or so I thought at first. Anyhow, wasn't about to write it up based on hearsay alone. So yesterday I snuck behind this here statue and settled in to wait. Bidding starts late at night and carried right on through to the break of dawn. So the auction and the murder happened on the same night. Coincidence? I don't think so. Yeah, that dude's dad definitely sus as hell. Uses winner dad sus as hell. 68. I do not like the way he looks. Disgusting. Oh, I need a free use this from him. 30 deals in a secret storeroom. Talk about a story. Is there anything else on sale apart from the items of evidence in this room? You can't even get the funny age estimate. Sure, there was regular stuff too. Shady artworks from who knows where, that kind of thing. In what way are shady artworks regular exactly? But the evidence was the big draw for sure. Reckon they were selling them faster than the crooks could smuggle them out of the cops and prosecutor shops. And I'll bet you got pictures of the whole thing, right? Well, you see, the main room was down below. I had to try and see what I could from up here. Wait, she said down below? In the committee floor? Excuse me? Haven't been up here since yesterday. I assume you witnessed the entire auction from start to finish then. It was an underground affair, like I said, so folks wasn't exactly giving much away. All of the customers came down one at a time from up on the roof there. Threw on masks just as soon as they got down the ladder, and that ain't all. They had voice changer doodads on them. Teeny tiny ones. Zinkier didn't. I had a thought. Maybe it is the killer that pushed Kay down here. Because he wanted Edgeworth to investigate this shit or something. So you couldn't see their real faces and you couldn't hear their real voices. You mean surreptitious, right? I sure do. Sweet surreptitude. Also not a word. Anywho, once they had their gear on, they went right on downstairs. When it came time to leave, they were all done the same, but in reverse. Up they came again, one by one by one. See, that way they don't need the key card to go to that floor, because they could just go through here. Max back on the hook, up the ladder and away. Wow, that's a serious operation. How many participants were there? 11 altogether. I counted them when they came down the ladder. Oh my gosh, she's actually really helpful. I didn't just hide behind a stupid statue the whole time, you know? You didn't, then where were you? Well, when I first got here, you know what? This ain't important right now. So you were hiding behind the statue from the very beginning. Anywho, I watched all of them folks come down in my spot there in the shadows. I see, so you're watching me find the statue? They used their elevator to get down below, and once they were all down there, I snuck up and took me a peek at what was going on. An eyewitness? You mean the elevator remained in the room beneath? Nah, they sent it back up. There's a little peeky hole if you know where to look. Elevators don't quite sit flush with the floor, see? If you bend down and squint just right, you can see the whole shebang. You catch sight of who was in charge. Alright, sure, I guess I did. I ain't half so good a story if you don't get a glimpse of the evil ringleader after all. I wonder who this ringleader is. You mentioned a ringleader. Could you tell me any more about them? Y'all should know I came here to get me an exclusive. Ain't an exclusive ain't much dang good if you done spilled the beans already. Oh my god. Oh, of course. And we have to play mind chess with her probably. I see, so you don't actually know anything about them. You think that's why she won't give us an answer? Makes sense, I guess. You got me. Oh, never mind, she just doesn't know a single thing. Couldn't see if it was a man or a woman or a kid or an old time or nothing. What were they wearing? Could you see that at least? Sure, white jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower on the label. Them three things is what I remember. Yeah. I wonder who else has that same exact fit. I wonder who else. What's good a description of the outfit is I don't got a clue who was wearing it. So this ringleader disguised their identity too, just like everybody else. Yes siree, mask, voice changer, the whole 9 yards. It's a common fit, yeah. You were wearing one of the masks? Which one? Let me see. Oh yeah, this guy, Zurvan. Zurvan? What kind of name is that? Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth, you've never heard of Zurvan? He's a global hero Onyakumon's arch nemesis. Who hasn't heard of Zurvan, the Time Lord? I think you might be better off asking who has. So you didn't get a glimpse of their face at all? Nope, I dang well didn't. Kinda scotches my scoop. This whole mess has been nothing but a snipe hunt. Shoulda never come. But she gave us so much important information. We know of somebody who was dressed like that. Maybe I should try showing that evidence to Miss Hart. Gotta show her the murder picture. You said that the ringleader was wearing a white jacket, white clothes, and a magenta flower, correct? Sure did. Don't ask me why they were dressed up like a peacock on a parade day, but they was. Is this the outfit you saw? Well, holy smokes, it sure as heck is. But wait, so the big cheese is dead? All we know is that she's the victim in the case. Maybe they put that fit on her after she died, you know? Her name was Rosie Ringer. Do you know her? Nope. The ringleader was a lady. Well, ain't that just slippier than Dane Eel? Throwing me off with a man's jacket like that. How did she die then? That's true, she was stabbed afterwards. She put the fit on. Hardly she did it to fool you specifically. Setting that aside for now, what's important is that we've discovered something vital to the case. Namely, that the underground auction was chaired by none other than our victim. Somebody done bummed off the boss, huh? That's what was happening. When what was happening? Oh, nothing at all. You'll just go... Girl, you have to be this difficult? No offense, Miss Hart, but that made you sound about 5 times more suspicious. Suspicious my foot, I told you, is nothing. You won't get nothing more out of me than that. Wait, so there is more? How many dang times do I gotta tell you? I ain't nothing. It ain't nothing, okay? I ain't saying nothing either way. Can you just tell us a little bit more? Pretty please. So this okay? I'm a journalist, a news hound, a scoop hunter, you hear? Exclusive articles go out, money comes in, and that's how the game is played. Tell you more? Heck, I done told y'all too much already. Wait, what if I examine some fingerprints for you? Pro bono. What kind of cockamamie thank you is that? I soon get a tooth pulled. You want intel, you go dig it up yourself. Okay, we probably have to play mind chess with her. Okay, guess she's gonna talk to either of us. Oh, she will. I will handle things from here, Emma. So you see, there's this game called chess. There's a certain technique I find useful when dealing with difficult customers such as her. She might give up the information voluntarily, but doesn't mean she can't be persuaded to. Here we go. We're in the zone. Start by observing our opponent. Save here. Because I'm gonna mess up mind chess one way or the other. He pulls out a chessboard. Oh my god, every time he does this, he's actually playing chess. I ain't telling y'all nothing, you hear? Quit wasting my time. He's playing by himself. Yeah, he's playing by himself, yeah. As we see, she's very quick-tempered. She'll try to cut the conversation dead wherever possible. I won't have much time to think, so I'll need to be swift and decisive. This heart is definitely hiding something from me, so my first move is to discover what that something is. Mind chess, commence. Let's talk about this. I can see you're a little agitated, Miss Hart. Oh, I am calm, dang you? Leastways, I will be just as soon as y'all quit yanking my dang chain. That's better. Being a news hound's all about keeping a cool head no matter what the world throws at you, see? Speaking of news hounds... Oh, that's news hounds, not news hounds. Fuck me. Oh my god. I'm like... words don't mean anything to me anymore. This might interest you. I met one a few days ago. She was very hungry. She was a very hungry young reporter indeed. Reporter with a very particular turn of phrase, similar to your own, in fact. Oh my god, I can't believe the first case was only few days ago. Oh yeah? She spoke like me, huh? Guess that could have been someone I know. I don't know. Her name is Tabby Lloyd. And if I had closed my eyes, I could have believed I was listening to you. She told me about something she called the Chief. She was talking about you, wasn't she? Oh! So y'all met Tabby, huh? Well, ain't that something? Where'd y'all bump into her? She's a great kid. Reckon Wait. Oh, no you don't. You ain't getting on my good side bringing her into this, you sneaky snake. You nearly had me too. Interesting. Talking about Miss Loy seemed to make her lower her guard a little. We'll use that to our advantage. What do you know? I need to tell me everything you know. Don't you dare leave anything out. Go jump in a creek, you big bully. Why should I tell you anything? Time to deploy my clue. I know your apprentice. I helped get her off a murder charge. I don't have anything to do with you. That's a little unkind, don't you think? After all, I know your apprentice. I know her pretty well, in fact. Yeah, well... Guess it does seem kind of cold of me to say that if you know her pretty good. Oh, the poor kid thinking I don't give a rat's behind. Good, and you'll tell me what you know. Fine. See, it's like this. Wait, what am I thinking? Can't let him bamboozle you that easy. What was that about a scoop? Oh, forget it. It was nothing. How embarrassing. A professional journalist making a careless slip of the tongue. You have a scoop, don't you? Now tell me what it is. Alright, I got me a scoop, a big one. But I can't go blabbing about it to y'all. I've got bills to pay. Do we look like journalists to you, girl? She may be hiding something very important. I have to get it out of her somehow. To know the details of this scoop. What was that? I didn't read. She's quick to anger, but she's also quick to let key information slip. Now that we know that, the rest shouldn't be too hard. Let's see what else we can get out of her. Is it related to... Scoop of yours? Does this have something to do with the auction? You know what? I clean forget. You try to infiltrate an underground auction. It only stands reason that you observe something. Otherwise, what would you have to write about? I don't know what to tell you. I didn't hear nothing. Hear the sound of something. You didn't hear the sound of nothing. Does that mean you hear the sound of something? Something during your time in this room? Well, see, it wasn't nothing really. Just a little noise. Wouldn't even make page 16. Forget I mentioned it. Something happened during the auction. Okay. Is it related to an incident? Your big school involves something criminal in nature, doesn't it? Might be it didn't. Which is it? This is important. Alright, you don't have to yell at me like that. I ain't done nothing shameful or nothing, just snuck into some undercover reporting. Can't we just bribe her? I mean... We can bribe her with the juicy details of Edra's relationship with Phoenix Wright. Well... I'll be the judge of whether your action was shameful or not. Unlawful entry into private property is very shameful indeed. In fact, it's a crime. That just my work. Hey, you did exact same thing, genius. But I guess you're a prosecutor, huh? You're allowed to do stuff like that. Let's not mention the fact that I handed in my badge, shall we? So, it don't amount to a whole hill of beans, right? There's folks out there that's done way worse. Murder, for one. Next to murder, trespass ain't nothing. So your scoop is that about a murder? Some of your mutterings about murder just now. I gather that your scoop has something to do with a homicide. Nah, I was just talking... Time goes down so fast. I was just talking all hypothetical like... You know, about murder being the big one and all. Nothing worse than murder. Not the most skillful evasion I've heard in my career. Look, I've done told you, okay? I stuck into the auction, I'll cop to that. But murder? I don't know nothing about a murder. Ain't seen nothing, ain't heard nothing. Oh, but you did hear something. You told me you heard something during the auction, though. You claimed it wasn't important, but it must have been. Otherwise, why remember it? I think it was something very memorable indeed. In fact, I believe it was the cry of a murder victim. How do you keep doing that? Alright, it's true. I wound up smack dab in the middle of a murder scene. Only by accident, though. That's all you're getting out of me. Won't be no scoop left, no otherwise. God, girl, a person was murdered, and you're like, what but my scoop? The murder Miss Hart witnessed. It must be the same murder we ourselves have been investigating. That should prove to be a very valuable piece of information indeed. Perhaps we should finish up by confirming the credibility of her claim. Yeah. Oh, the time goes so fast in this one. I've have her on the back foot now. Time to finish this. Tell me more about the incident. I need to describe the murder in detail. It's vitally important. Wish I could help y'all, but I don't rightly recall a whole bunch. Ain't much I can tell you. Sorry, I mean, look at me. Can't even get my facts straight half the time. Okay, we need a clue. You said you wound up in the middle of a murder scene. Is that really true? Calling me a liar now? Now I'm real mad. I'm a journalist. How am I gonna sell stories if folks can't trust that I'm telling the truth? Got me a moto, you know, faster than anybody. Honester than anybody. Moto, huh? Could be an important clue. Okay. Okay. I thought you were honester than everybody. Can't imagine that being so vague on the facts is a trait valued among journalists. Surely accuracy and honesty are what's necessary when reporting on a story. Priorities of everyone in this game. When you think about it, Edward being nosy only makes sense when everyone he deals with is so difficult. Honestly, yeah, true. Oh my god, true. It seems your so-called information is not credible. I think they should just get rid of all the prosecutors except for Edgeworth. And then, you know, so many crimes will be solved. Look, there was a murder and I was there. I can even prove it. You do realize you have nowhere to turn, don't you? Oh, that was wrong. Oof. Wait a second. I have to start over? Oh, hell no. Hang on. Okay, we do this first. And then she's gonna give us a clue. Oh, we have so much time this time. Can't imagine that being so vague. Okay, yeah, we read this. You can't prove it, can you? How? Got it right. Wait, you heard that? I was just talking to myself. Don't think nothing of it. Still hiding something. It's a very vital clue. There's something you're still not telling me. Ain't nothing left to tell, dang it. I've done spilled my guts already. Time to deploy my clue. I know you've been keeping something from me. Now something is proof. Proof related to the murder you witnessed. Proof sound enough to form the basis of a story you're hoping to sell. Oh, got her. Dang it all to heck. Give me a break, will ya? I'll come clean, okay? That's what you want, right? Here, I done snapped me a photo. Happy now? You better be. That's checkmate. Mind chess over. Can't believe I let that happen. Betrayed by my own big mouth. Well, it happened, so it's time to tell us everything. I saw the whole thing. Watched that auction from start to finish. But you didn't just watch it, right? You took pictures too. Yeah, about that. So like I said, I was spying on the whole thing right from the get-go. They were all shouting out bids, and then somebody wins something and bam! Down comes the hammer. Head on upstairs and pay, shouts the old ringleader, and then the whole thing starts over again. Anyhow, as soon as that happened, I had to think quick. That's when I ran behind their statue. And who was it that eventually appeared? Didn't see nothing, but I heard something that made me pretty sure it was whoever placed the winning bid. The sweet, sweet sound of cold hard cash. Not sure I have any idea what that sounds like. The sound of somebody counting bills, perhaps. Anyhow, the deal was you settled your bills up here. I heard two people yabbering for a little while. Wait, two people came up here? You bet. My guess is the other one was our friend, the ringleader. Anyways, yabber, yabber, yabber. On it goes for a little while, and then, ah, a scream. And that shook me up pretty good, so I hunkered down in my hiding place and tried to stay out of sight. So you didn't see the moment of the murder? No, but I heard it real good. You didn't try to help whoever was being attacked? Quit trying to be funny, girly. It doesn't suit you none. I'm just a dainty little dirtazole on her lonesome. You think I was fixing to jump in and save the day? Dainty? Anyhow, then there was a bunch of rustling sounds. Right about when that happened, I got feeling pretty bad about what I'd done. I don't think she heard the murder. I think she heard whoever pushed K. I think that's what she heard. That makes sense, I guess. After all, you didn't. I didn't remember to get on my camera and snap even a single picture. Scoop like that drops right in my lap and I miss it. Somebody ought to tan my hide. Anyhow, then a little more time goes by and there was this kind of clattering noise. I'm here thinking, gotta get this shot this time. So grab one real quick from in the shadows there. We see this photograph. Do I have to? Here. He's got blood on his hands. That's the person in the red raincoat, the one who attacked Kay. So Kay's raincoated assailant also attacked the victim here in the storeroom. That's definitely Winner Senior. Wait, did she? Maybe then she did hear the murder, the scream, and proceeded up the roof where they assaulted Kay. Only one person in this picture. Where's the victim? Weird, huh? I wondered the same thing. Heard two people, but there's only one in the shot I got. I didn't see nobody nowhere else in the room neither. That's the killer, alright. Leastways, I'm pretty sure it is. We're saying the victim disappeared. The fucking box! It was in the box. Probably. How did you know it was a killer just by looking? Because they literally red-handed with blood. How else would that get there, huh? And the auction just carried on after that? Sure did. They went right along like nothing had happened. Rich folks is crazier than a box of frogs. I'll never understand how they think. Funny, I find journalists struggle to understand as well. Okay. Right. I'm still... There's so many questions. I still have so many questions. Illicit auction held in big building. Items listed were mainly items of police evidence related to homicide cases. 11 attendees altogether, all wearing masks. Auction continued even after murder occurred. Okay, nothing about the scream. He's got blood. Folk taken just after the incident with a lot of heart. They snuck into the stock storeroom. Ringleader auction attendee came up on the elevator. Scream was heard not. Okay, the scream is in this evidence. He's got blood on his hands. That's for sure. Okay. Do we deduce now? If the storeroom was the actual scene of the crime, then you would expect the body to have been up here at some point as well. Huh? Well, yeah. Think back to what Miss Hart told us about how the customers left the auction, do you remember? Of course, they came up from downstairs, back through the storeroom, and oh, exactly. The killer would have had to hide the body in order to avoid its discovery. Question is, where did they hide it? In that box, duh! Emma, if you wouldn't mind putting your skills to work for me now, I'd love to. Say just what you need and I'll get right on it. Very well. And I like to check for blood residue. A luminal test, in other words. Sure thing. Prepare to witness the power of science. Never seen that somebody's eyes actually sparkle with anticipation before. Okay, then what was the pool of blood underneath the statue then? If the crime was up here, based on Miss Hart's picture. Probably juice. Somebody spilled their strawberry juice. Their tomato juice. I say the person in the red raincoat was about to climb it to make their escape, which means there was high chance of a positive result. To test and error, just press space. Okay. Time to spray everywhere. And if it happens to land on some blood, you'll see it react like this. Oh, I still feel super raw to see it just appear like that. Anyway, that's a positive, but it's still faint. Spraying it a couple more times should be enough to make it stand out. Yeah, that brought it out nicely and made it feel that much more real. I think you've got the gist of how to look for blood traces now, right? Sure, there's still some more to be found. Why don't you give it a try? Oh my god, we're playing Splatoon. And that's how it's done. Take a good look around and see if you can find some other place you test with luminol. The box, the box, the box, the box. You want to test here? Yes. Oh, yeah, there it is. Mr. Edgeworth blood! But who could have gotten there? Maybe somebody put something with blood. Okay, you know what I just realized? The second case, they introduced the videotape rewinding thing with the 3D models. And I was like, oh, so they're gonna bring this in this game. Why we haven't seen a single one since? Maybe somebody put something with blood on it in there. Whole budget went into that. Yeah, that one thing. There's still places we haven't tested yet. Let's see what else we can find. Maybe the statue? Negative, okay. Oh, elevator. Test here, yes. Oh? We've got a positive, there's blood here. But how come? Probably because this is where the murder was actually committed, I say. Oh, looks like some of it dripped through to the floor. Oh! The pool of blood was blood that dripped down. So this is like directly above the statue. Blood detected on a secret elevator. Looks like it dripped through to the floor below. I think that's all the blood there is to be found. Alright, then that concludes this phase of our investigation. That's it? Do we have more things to deduce? We do. Yeah. It was hidden in the box. Blood in a closed box can only mean one thing. That is where the body was hidden. I'm certain of it. I wonder who won the box in the auction. I haven't the foggiest. Still, it's a very helpful discovery. Now you just hold your horses there. There's no way the body could have been in there. What do you mean? I took a look at the box there when I first got in. Looked to be just about the person size for a little hide and go seek if the needs arose. Maybe it would have been if I could have opened it, but it was wrapped in chains and locked up tight. And I ain't no escape apologist. But the murder happened just a little after I scooped it off, so nobody can have put no body in there. Wrapped in chains and locked up tight, you say? That's odd, because it doesn't look to be wrapped in chains any longer. Huh? Well, slap my head and call me silly. Could have sworn it was, though. Okay, I think we're done with the investigation. Great, time to see what's waiting down below. I don't think we should go down there. Shaking a leg already, are we, Miles? Okie dokie. Hey, K-Meister. Yes, Mr. Fender? We're about ready to move out, so I want you to stick with me, okay? Can't have you getting lost. Of course, I'll be sure to stay close. When did those two start getting along so well? I don't think we should head down there. Isn't that where all the police are? Whoa. Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, why hello there. Good to see y'all. This room. This is the auction room. No, this is the committee chamber. They haven't put that together yet? Oh, hell no. They didn't realize that earlier? Oh man. I was wondering why they weren't bringing this up, so they didn't. So, okay, so now they know the committee room and the auction room are the same. Way to drop right into my lap, Kay Faraday. Hmm? You've got real guts, I give you that. Arrest her, men. Arrest her right now. Wait, but she's... As for the rest of the riffraff, throw them out the streets where they belong. You can't do this. This is going way overboard. Yeah, what she said. Miles? This isn't looking good, I gotta say. Quick, roundhouse kick them in the head. Especially this dude. Oh! Francisca! Ah! Goat! What did I do? You'll have to forgive me. I meant to hit a certain cowardly ex-prosecutor. You weren't aiming for him. You were aiming straight at me. Something keeps getting in my way. Use this. He's been had this entire life. No one's ever treated him like this. Francisca. So, what are you doing here, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor? I still believe Kay to be innocent. And we're supposed to care what you believe? You no longer have the right to an opinion. I am Francisca One Karma, and I have no intention of stopping here or now. But you chose to stop by giving up your badge. So our game has already come to an end. My badge was an obstacle to proceeding along the road I've chosen. I haven't stopped, I've simply cleared the way ahead. Now I'm free to follow that road, all the way to the truth. So don't you think for a second that my conviction has changed. I'm very last bit as dedicated as I ever was. You seem to think you know what lies at the end of this road to the truth. In that case, I demand that you show me. I'll explain my current theory first, and if your road fails to lead anywhere, my whip will happily guide it. Literally just show her the room full of smuggled, stolen shit. Francisca's current theory. The victim used her keycard and entered this chamber with her killer. She was then stabbed with this candelabra by the culprit and subsequently died as a result. We know the identity of the murderer thanks to the letters she exchanged with the victim, and we know that the location of the murder is here. We know the location is not here. The blonde on the floor's room proves my theory. Game, set, and match, Miles Edgeworth. She seems pretty confident, huh? She doesn't lack the courage for her convictions, that's for certain. Gotta say, I can dig that vibe. I can even give her a no hard feeling. Does he know she's Von Karma's daughter? Pathetic. Well, Miles Edgeworth, do you think you can bring my case crashing down around my ears? If you really have found the road to truth, perhaps you'd be so kind as to point me toward it. I'll be very happy to. Settle in, Francisca. I'm about to pave that road with incontrovertible evidence. Edgeworth, please use simpler words. Nobody can understand you.
Hold it!
And you're sure the data from the security system is accurate? That data is just like me, perfect in every way. There's no room for doubt on either front. Well, your theory is far from perfect. I suppose I'm not going to change your mind on this so easily, am I? Correct. As I said, the victim entered the room with her killer. We just gotta... I think it's the same way she says the murder happened in this room. We know it didn't. And the stab wounds she sustains are a perfect match with the candelabra in question. 3 wounds inflicted by metallic spikes of some kind in 3 places simultaneously. Even you have to agree that there aren't any objects that can do that. Furthermore, Grandma Hertz confirmed that the murder weapon in her report. Then there's absolutely no doubt in your mind that it was the candelabrum. None so whatsoever. And as for the culprit, okay. Murder weapon down. Murder weapon is explained. Like there's no falsity in that.
Hold it!
Have you managed to prove conclusively that the letter found on the victim was sent by Kay? I wasn't unaware that there was any doubt on that front. Are you suggesting it was a forgery? Well, if there was any doubt, there is any longer. Document analysis turned up nothing. Nothing to suggest the involvement of anyone other than the sender and the recipient, or of any forgery. Are you saying they found Kay's prints? No, only the victims. Well, then how can you say for sure Kay did the deed? Haven't you been listening? Document analysis found nothing to suggest that the letter was a forgery. Face it, the letter was sent by Kay Faraday. A fact that more than adequately proves the identity of the murderer. Okay, doesn't prove anything, but like, okay. We know the location of the murder is here. We know that's not true. This is not true. You can prove that the murder happened here in the committee chamber, I suppose. Karma is perfect in every way. Or did you forget where you handed in your badge? Blood on the floor proves on my theory. Okay, but we know the blood dripped down the ceiling. We just need to get the right evidence. Okay, yeah, this is the evidence. It's this statement, I think. And it's...
Objection!
Yes, let's go. If I remember correctly, the blood discovered in this room was located at the foot of the goddess of statue's justice. Did I just say goddess of statue? God, my brain is fried. Goddess of justice, I mean. Murder under the gaze of the divine, a brazen act, even for a cold-blooded killer. Except that may not be true at all. Take a look at this if you would. It's a bloodstain we discovered in the storeroom directly above the committee chamber. Too much thinking from your... Yeah, my brain is jelly at this point. As you can see, the blood we found looks to have dripped through to the room below. And the elevator it dripped down from descends directly to the foot of the statue. Ah, you notice. Then you will agree that the murder cannot in fact have happened in this room. To put it to you that the victim was killed in the room above. I put it to you that the victim was killed in the room above and only afterwards she moved down here. Goddess of Justice did not witness a murder. She witnessed a killer trying to cover their tracks. Why is she smiling? Sorry, I was just thinking back to a very similar situation. Well done, Miles Edgeworth. You've proven yourself to be even more foolish than I thought. Mr. Edgeworth is anything but a fool, sir, and you know it. Youch! Have you forgotten the picture y'all just showed me, or are you really that airheaded? Even a cursory glance shows that there was more blood here in the committee chamber than upstairs. Oh. They're trying to tell me that all the blood dripped down from above, Miles Edgeworth. Had your storeroom thing would need to be 10 times as big. I'm gonna clean up the blood up there, dawg. I say the murder happened down here. There's no way it could have happened anywhere else. Oh, Jesus Christ. As insightful as ever, Francisca, but you've played right into my hands. You good? Yeah. Too much talking. You've activated my trap card. How so? You are correct. There is far less blood upstairs than one would expect. The question is why? A trifling detail in the face of my previous explanation. Alas, your explanation doesn't account for why there was blood in the storeroom in the first place. Surely you don't think some spatter managed to shoot itself all the way up there, do you? Whoa, like some crazy fountain of blood? No way! No way indeed. It's completely impossible. So how about this? What if this explains the difference in the amount of blood observed? What if this... Wait, what? What if... What? There was far more blood in the committee chamber than in the storeroom because... The weapon was removed here. Victim was stabbed here. We know the victim was not stabbed here. We know the victim was stabbed upstairs. But that doesn't explain why there's... So it has to be the weapon was removed down here. I'm gonna save just in case. The victim died of 3 stab wounds that would have bled profusely. Exactly, as proven by the amount of blood we found on the floor of this room. But that doesn't make any sense. Not if she was stabbed in the storeroom. Silence, you half-baked harebrained rookie. Hey, harebrained is a little... I feel bad for him. He's just getting bullied. Not my son. A stab wound bleeds heaviest at one particular point in time. Oh, I know, when a weapon is removed, right? Precisely. I believe the body was brought down to the committee chamber while the candelabrum was still in its chest. And then when it was finally removed, It created a difference in the amount of blood we see between the two locations. Why? What was the killer trying? Obviously, it was trying to hide the fact that the real scene was upstairs. Oh, and also it was trying to hide the fact that the upstairs even exists. Cause like, it would be bad if they discovered the auction stuff, right? He's getting trained. I imagine they were trying to give the impression that the murder happened down here. As we know, Miss Ringer's keycard was used late last night. Judging by the time listening to the record, I hazard a guess that it was used by the killer. That's what I said! That's what I said! What if whoever used her keycard was not her? That's what I was saying! When they entered the room to create their elaborate setup, why would they have needed to do all this in the first place? Perhaps because a person with a face to hide would fear the storeroom being found in the investigation. If they were involved in the underground auction, they couldn't afford to have their dirty secret exposed. Now that's what I'm saying. Oh my god, me, Edward, same wavelength. I might as well be him. Underground auction? You should take a look at the storeroom for yourself. The items up there tell quite a story. One that should more explain what was going on here last night. It's almost endearing, Miles Edgeworth, how desperately you want to protect your friend. There's something just beneath the surface of this case, something bigger than all of us. And Kay's only crime was to have the bad fortune fall right into the middle of it. That's quite the hyperbolic claim, Miles Edgeworth. Hyperbolic? Me? Surely you're the one making a mountain of my perfectly reasonable molehill. You're working with Interpol on international cases, so why are you investigating a domestic murder? You're his interdimensional doppelganger. Where's my Phoenix Wright, huh? Where's my unnecessary feelings person? I'll tell you why, because this case has something to do with the smuggling ring you've been chasing. You followed the trail of items being smuggled by the ring and wound up here. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that the something I sense isn't related to any of this. I'm very happy to learn that you're giving up your badge and completely relieve you of your senses. You have to leave your house to find him. Nonsense! Scruffy here told me about the circumstances that led up to that, by the way. Sorry, sir. I just thought it might help. You did the right thing, detective. So am I right, Francisca? Is this incident part of the broader case you're working? Was the underground auction already on Interpol's radar? Wouldn't you like to know? But you don't need to, and so you won't. Then you knew, didn't you? That the auction was being held here in this chamber. Hey, y'all mind if I butt in for a second? Your victim over there, the lady in the white. You! Hey, let a gal finish, will ya? No good button and pain in the you know what? Youch! Well, this leopard sure ain't changed her spots. Oh, the meetings of old friends. Your testimony is not required, and neither is your presence. What do you mean? I'm a journalist. You can't. What? Let her speak. She was about to say something good. She was about to say something interesting. You're liars where you are. You lied under oath that one time. Seems like Miss Von Karma's none too fond of Miss Hart, huh? I don't think she's her biggest fan, no. What's she called? A ringer, right? She was a member of this here committee? Well, she's dressed... What? Stop whipping me, dang! What'd she say? She's dressed exactly like the ringleader of that... Oh yeah, we already know that. She's the first woman she's whipped. Okay, so she's pretty, you know... She believes in equality. Good for her, Francisca. Where's the meaning of this interruption, Miles Edgeworth? Explain! Miss Hart here helped us out by describing how the auctioneer was dressed. It seems you were wearing the exact same outfit as the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer. But that would mean that the victim was also the ringleader. Now, how about we just calm down, sir? Since I have some new information to consider, it's true that I came to investigate the underground auction and to arrest its head of operations, the auctioneer. The whip doesn't see genders. How nice of it. How nice of her. What if Miss Hart is to believe the ringleader is dead? I guess that means your journey here today was wasted. I suppose it does. Nonetheless, I, Francisca Von Karma, refuse to leave empty-handed. Time for a rematch, Miles Edgeworth. Fine by me, but you may find that your whip will go sorely underused this round. Oh. She's still gonna whip Gumshoe, you know it. I'm I'm so glad I'm arguing with her. Like, this is not like, this doesn't raise my blood pressure at all. Fine, I accept your little explanation. That would make your storeroom the actual scene of the crime, yes? In which case, the murderer is someone connected to the auction. And if the photographer is to believe, the victim was the auctioneer and the culprit was an attendee. The killer lay in wait for the victim in the storeroom where the exchange of illicit goods was to take place. They then stabbed the victim in the chest with a piece of merchandise, the candelabrum. There, does that about sum it up? Because I won't be accepting rebuttals. Is it rebuttals or rebuttals? I never know. I think she's already on your side. She just has to give you shit first. No, yeah, she's totally on our side. Like, she's just helping. She's helping us discover. She's helping us work through, you know, everything that happened. Can't say the same for, you know, Gavel. I'm afraid you might have to. There is a serious hole in your testimony. There is? I didn't spot any. Good thing you're the one in charge here, Mr. Edward. Alright then, time to fight back. You have to win this for us. And I will. They brought Emma Sky back solely so we can have a silly sidekick. Because Kay is not herself right now. They're like, ooh, we need a silly sidekick. We can't have that spot be empty. It was absolutely shady. I think she's gonna realize. I hope she's gonna like realize what's going on and help us, you know, in the end as well. That's usually what happens, but like, we'll see.
Hold it.
I don't know what her hole is in her testimony is, but let's press everything first. You conceded that point rather easily. I can't help but be suspicious. I'm not in the habit of denying facts that are readily supported by the evidence. That's all there is to it. You were able to show that the murder actually took place in the storeroom. Oh my god, I love how reasonable she is now. That's called growth.
Hold it.
And how exactly did you come to that conclusion? Members of the big building staff were questioned extensively, but none mentioned a secret storeroom. It seems its existence was known only to a handful of people. And of course, that storeroom was where the items that were to be sold in auction were being kept. Very good, which suggests a link between knowledge of the storeroom and involvement in the auction. Why is nobody saying that the only person that can actually like pull this off is him? His name is Excelsius Winner? Ain't no way.
Hold it.
So you believe that the victim and the ringleader would one and the same? I do, and the murderer was... Why are you asking her this? You just said the exact same thing yourself, dummy. So I did, but I was merely confirming Francisco's reasoning in order to... Oh, don't give me that horse feed. You get caught saying something stupid, you give a little laugh and move on with your day. The murderer was one of the auction attendees. What? You don't got no notes for our friends here after that little performance of his? Of course, assuming that our friend, the photographer's word can be trusted. Can't quite tell if they love or hate one another. Oh my god, they're best friends, Edward. Anyways, the more relevant point here is how the culprit actually carried out their plan. You're lay in wait for the victim in the storeroom where the exchange of illicit goods was to take place. No! The killer was not laying in wait in the storeroom. The killer followed him up because that's what the reporter told us, right? How exactly did they manage that, may I ask? Miss Hart was in the storeroom too, remember? Yes, hiding someplace. Let me get this fan for a little bit. It's getting too warm in here. Okay. If you've seen the story yourself, you'll know that there were plenty of other places to hide too. So you're saying the killer was hiding out of sight while they awaited the victim's arrival. I believe we can reasonably assume that the murder took place after the auction had concluded. After all, the victim was the auctioneer herself. That is true! If she died in the middle of the auction, what happened to the auction? She would surely have been needed to be present throughout the proceedings. Things that happened afterwards. Would you mind? Yeah, there's something not adding up here. She died in the middle of it, so she's not the real ringleader then. Took place after the auction had concluded. Something sus going on here. Something fishy, something silly is going on. Maybe I should press this statement first. But I'm gonna look at this again. Auction continued even after the murder. Here, this is the evidence, right?
Objection!
Oh my god. Ooh. It seems you're one step behind yet again, Francisca. How so? The auctioneer was not in fact the victim, and I can prove it. This is the statement Miss Hart gave us. But why was she dressed the same? That's the thing I can't figure out. Well, if she made it, it's not worth the air she used to say it. I done told you I'm a journalist, dang nabbit. My world is... What? Did I ask you to open your mouth? Oh, you know what? This is very toxic Yuri. Calm down and listen for a second, Francisca. Miss Hart witnessed at least some of the events surrounding the murder. And she confirmed that the auction continued even after the murder had occurred. You bet it did. Went right on like nothing had happened. How would that have been possible without an auctioneer? It wouldn't. So you see, the victim couldn't have been the auctioneer. She was one of the attendees. Then were they all dressed the same then? For this complete, you're awakening something in me. As I've been saying since the start, there's no way Kay can be the murderer. Because she had been pushed down by hatch by her assailant and knocked unconscious by that time. So then who was the victim really? Right, well, if the auction carried on after the murder, the victim must not have been the auctioneer but an attendee. Oh my gosh, she's back. I know that sound all too well. Oh, we had our fun and she's back. Order in the courtroom. All rise for the chairman. Oh, and he's back too. God damn it. Oh my. Ugh. You know, I'd rather see him than Von Karma though. There's no need for all that pomp and circumstance, Verity. That fucking Vocaloid song, Pomp and Circumstance. You say? The one where they moan in the song? Yeah. I love that song. Why does he look so gross? Cause he is gross. Please, everyone, feel free to call me Celsius. Yes, that'll do nicely. Alright, Celsius. What are you doing here? Huh? Oh, I just stopped by to see how my bone-headed boy is getting along. They say there are all sorts of families, but I'm not sure these two are what they meant. I thought I might need to light a fire under this investigation, but it seems not. Suspect everyone's searching high and low for us, right back where we started. Men, detain the suspect immediately. Wait, Miss Faraday is innocent. Shut your meddling mouth. Oh. You're becoming something of a problem, Miles. My boy, I thought I told you. The committee wants this matter cleared up as soon as possible. It's a matter of trust. We can't have our organizer being seen dragged to his feet. Or you don't want us to investigate the storeroom. Or because you actually killed her. It's bad for us and it's bad for me too. Personally, sorry. It must be my age. If you're that old, why don't you just die already? Well, why don't you just die already? Your unlawful investigation ends here and it will not be permitted to resume. In case you have forgotten, you are no longer a prosecutor. You have no authority here. And what's more, there's the matter of you aiding and abetting a suspect. She's right, of course, and always. You really are a godsend, Verity. Everything I do knowingly. If you wish to prosecute me for it, be my guest, but know this. We have uncovered a new suspect. This person here. Miss Faraday was attacked by this person. You can stop right there, Mr. Edgeworth. The raincoat in your picture was discovered nearby a short while ago. The victim's blood was found on the hood along with some cherry blossom petals. cherry blossom petals like the ones on the roof. Yes, they were stuck to the edges of the bloodstains, probably due to the blood being fresh at the time. The results came back already, my boy, so there's no mistaking it. Person in your picture is the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer. Oh, wait. Did she push Kay down here to like, I don't know, to like hide her from like the auction or whatever? Oh my god, I don't know what happened. What? Wait, I skipped over that too fast. Let me look at that. Oh my god, we have so many evidence. Worn by the victim, whose fingerprints and blood were found on the hood. Whose blood did she have on her hands then? I was gonna say this person's got a very baby girl waist. I guess it makes sense, it's a woman. No, this completely undermines our entire case. All our assumptions were based on the person, the red raincoat, being the killer. But if they were the victim instead, then Kay remains at the top of the suspects list. Miss Faraday, you testified to having encountered a person in red raincoat on the roof, correct? Yes, I did. We now know that person was the murder victim. And you are the only person we know of who came into contact with her. Since one of you wound up dead, I think we all know how that encounter went. The logic of these people, I swear to God. No, Kay was attacked by that person. She's the victim here, not the aggressor. As far as I recall, we have yet to see any evidence that proves she was attacked as you claim. Even if such proof existed, Miss Springer could simply have been acting in self-defense. Well, you can't just jump to conclusions like that. Kay is innocent. But I'm not. Kay, I'm not innocent. I don't want to believe it. I remember something. Hearing about the raincoat brought it back. It's just a flash, but I remember what I saw now, right when it happened. The murder, it was me. I remember looking down and... What? Looking down and what? The person in raincoat was on the ground. It was me, Mr. Edgeworth. It was me all along. Okay, maybe they just tripped. I don't know. It was wet. It was raining. I'm the murderer. I'm the murderer. No, you're not. You can't be. Then what am I? Why do I have a memory like that? That just proves that you saw a body? But why was the body on the rooftop? Then what am I? Why do I have a memory of that? You were on the floor in front of me. There was a pool of blood. Why was I just standing there? Why didn't I do something? I know why. It's because I was a killer. Oh, insane. This is not good. This court recognizes the illegitimacy of the accused's memories. What? Well, you said you didn't believe her like 5 minutes ago.
Overruled.
I commend you on your bravery, Miss Faraday. I will not go unrewarded. Praise to be the goddess of justice for her many, many blessings. Get her ass, Francisca. As an official representative of Interpol, I hereby request that the suspect be... We don't have time for this. We must arrest Kay Faraday this instant. How dare you take that tone with me? This is a gross overreach of authority. I demand that you give us more time to investigate. You say my investigation is unlawful? What could be more unlawful than this? Unfortunately, you no longer speak for the law. Indeed, you don't, but I do. And while I can't help but be moved by your dedication to your friend, I have to agree with Verity. Speaking of the law, it seems there is one other we must arrest. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Miles. What are you talking about? Mr. Edge was just doing his job. He didn't do anything wrong. He wasn't doing squat. By which I meant to say, unfortunately, Miles is no longer serving in any kind of official capacity. You went too far this time, Mr. Edgeworth. These people have to see that they're the fucking villains here. They have to see how evil they're being. You conducted an unlawful investigation. Worse, you aided and abetted the flight of a suspect. You are no longer even an ex-prosecutor. You are a criminal, nothing more. Oh, that reminds me. There was supposed to be a hearing today, wasn't there? Concerning your conduct. I'll make sure it's officially rescheduled for tomorrow. Although I fear I already know the outcome. Look at this as an opportunity to reflect on your action, Miles. A chance to really think long and hard. Yeah, what? Didn't he quit? Yeah, he literally quit himself. This court is adjourned. Oh my god, I think we have to end it here. I think this is a good place to end it. Oh my god. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Oh my god, we are so far. I don't think we're even like we're so far from this case being over. Oh, holy shit. Oh no, he's in jail! Free him! He's never gone a day in his life without being lived like this. Yeah, not this fucking cell. Okay, well, that's it for today. Oh, brother. Oh, everything's going wrong. Free Edgeworth. Free my boy. He has been handcuffed before. That is true. Only a certain lawyer would say, oh, there's no way he shows up. I don't think he shows up. Like, if he showed up to be like, I'm your defense attorney, I would cry. I literally cry. No, it's probably Fender's gonna show up. Oh, man. Okay, well, there's still a lot of things we need to figure out what happened, but I'm pretty sure it is the creepy old man, aka Winter's dad, that is behind everything. But yeah, we'll find out what happens next time, which is probably tomorrow. Woo! Alright. GG's for today. What a banger game. Alright. That's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow to see how Miles Edgeworth get out of this time. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me on stream today. Hope y'all enjoyed it and had fun. I'm having so much fun. But they left the hole intact. But the hole doesn't go anywhere else. It goes back into the prison. Alright. ZZZ after. I already did my ZZZ dailies, so I'll probably be playing Infinity Nikki for a while. But yeah. Alright. Good night, guys. Hope y'all have a great night and a great rest of the weekend. I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember to drink water, take care of yourselves, and all of that. Okay. Bye-bye. Good night.